Well, hello, and welcome to Rolynn's Reviews. So glad to be with you today. As you can see, we have a distinguished guest. I told you, as long as I did not lose power, thank God, I've been praying. I have not. Many people are without power, so I know I am blessed, and I accept all blessings. If you will, as you enter the chat room, please do me one small favor, and it won't cost you one thin dime. Hit that little thumb. That is the like button that tells YouTube that you are enjoying this content, and we may possibly trigger the YouTube algorithm and bring more people into the conversation. Now, we know, again, depending on where you live, some people may not have access to the internet or the power due to the major winter storm that's moving through the southern U.S. at this point. Okay, so let's keep all of our Rolynn's Reviews family members in our prayers. And how are you doing, Mr. Andre Smith?
Well, I'm doing well, other than, the turbulence, as if you was on the plane when the captain says that we are entering turbulence.
Well, let me introduce you to our family here at the Rolynn's Reviews channel. How you doing? My girls, of course, she helps me to hold the channel down. Maga Tamara as well, and Greg, and a few other people who haven't said a word. So if you want me to call your name, I don't have a problem with that. But say hello, send an emoji, and then I can see your name pop up. So let's welcome Mr. Andre Smith. He's running for Cook County Commissioner, 2nd District, and he has some information to share with us about some of his experiences, and he's going to share with us some of the nefarious activities that are taking place in Cook County, Chicago. Now, we have several videos. I was telling Mr. Smith, just check out the channel. Chicago, when I talk about Chicago, that brings them in. So Chicago is where it is happening. And we're proud of the work, the fighting that Chicagoans are doing because of the great emperor, Brandon Johnson, spending billions of dollars on illegals. He's now trying to make Americans foot the bill for his erroneous spending. So, Mr. Smith, if you will, as you can see, I already have up one of the flyers that you sent me. So if you will, thank you for your service, CJ. Thank you. Shaziz, hello from New York. All right. Everyone's saying hello to you in the chat, just so you know.
Yes, hello to everyone.
Yeah. Do you have this on your, if you pull this up on your phone, you can see what they're saying, Mr. Smith.
Okay.
Because they are talking to you. Just turn the volume down there. And hit that like button, please, while you do that. All right. Okay. So Mr. Smith is pulling this up so he can see the comments that you'll be making so he can respond if he can catch them. Now, if a lot of people come in, okay, well, you're going to miss a few like I do from time to time. And so some of the things that Mr. Smith will be sharing with us, we've discussed. We know about crooked Chicago. If you remember, I go back. I told Mr. Smith to go back, and if you don't have a D behind your name, you can pretty much forget it. You are not going, I mean, an R. If you don't have a D behind your name, you're not going to be elected. Let's just call it what it is. Chicago has not had a Republican mayor since 1931. Big Bill Thompson. I did a video on that. And if you look, you'll see a trend. You got to turn the volume. So you see a trend. All of the blue cities, okay, they have not had mayors, some into the 1800s. And then you look at the state of affairs as to where that city is today. Here's someone saying, okay, AJ Wright, I live in Mr. Smith's district. He's the best candidate for the office. Please support him on March 17, 2026. Thank you, AJ.
Thank you, AJ.
Yeah, welcome to the chat. If all of you will, please, if you have Facebook or other forms of social media, please share out the stream. Mr. Smith, could you go ahead now and address, I have this, if all of you can see this, and that's as large as it will go. I have Mr. Smith, as soon as he sent me these pictures, I told him what this was about. I told him if he'll go back and look at the videos I've done on the super mayor, look at this, and then I'm going to let him respond. And he didn't say anything to me. As soon as I opened the picture, I said, I know what this is about. Black Men United. Black Men United in collaboration with the 16th Ward Alderwoman Stephanie D. Coleman, 2nd District Cook County Commissioner Michael Scott Jr., and Treasurer Melissa Conyers Irvin is hosting. Okay, look at this again, folks. Free food giveaway. Bethel Terrace and Sagamon Terrace, 900 West 63rd Parkway, Chicago. Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. 2:00 p.m. until 4:00 p.m. Now, my girls and a few other people who've been here for a while, we know what this is about. I've done several videos on the super mayor, Miss Tiffany Henyard, and this is why she was loved. Folks, let's just call it what it is. They're buying votes. As soon as I opened this, I said, I know what this is about. So this is what they use. Hey, I'll give you this. Hey, you come vote for me. Can you please address this, Mr. Scott
Smith?
Yeah.
So this is Chicago, which, you know, everyone know. And the sad part about it is that the non-for-profits, you know, receive items and money, you know, to service the community. But sometimes they link up with candidates because most of the time the candidates is ensuring that they receive these funds for their non-for-profit. So they become partners, you know, and then they take the candidates. In this instance, the candidates are elected officials.
Right.
And it's campaign time. So they go in the senior buildings that have federal funds allocated to it, which is prohibited for candidates to go in there and give out any gifts or items. But they go in there as their elected official title, like they not still candidates. And they go in there and they tell a person, hey, I am Michael Scott, you know, Jr., the commissioner for the 2nd District. Hint, hint, you know, and here's a toaster, or here a scarf, or here is a bag of food. And what the sad part about it is, if you are a elected official or trying to be a elected official, which means that you are going to craft and write legislation, which is laws that everyone must follow. So how can you write laws for someone to follow when you yourself cannot follow the law?
Boom. Truth bomb. Mrs. Smith, I'm just saying, we discuss this frequently on this channel, and so that's why I put this up. So you, if you're looking at the comments, And AJ says more NGOs doing the work for the Democratic Party. That's a truth bomb. This is against their 501c3 status. Exactly. How you doing, partner? As you can see, I'm back in your town. I'm back in Chi-Town. And so, Lanita, how you doing, love? I wanted to share these pictures. Okay, so here's one. And let me go. There are a few more. All right. Free food giveaway. So they did, and then they did that Tuesday, January 6th of this year from 2 to 4. Ike Sims Village Apartments, residents only. You're invited. Free food giveaway. We know what this is about.
Residents only.
Yes. Because they want just, hey, we're going to give you this food box. And then when it's time to vote, I'm holding up. Thank God I still have power. A lot of people here do not. Thank you for asking. I'm doing great so far. All praises to God. Okay. So this was January 6th. Okay, let's keep going. Look at this. This was another from 2025. Pre-Thanksgiving free community giveaway. You have Melissa Connors over here, Michael Scott. All right. And then we know her, Maria Pappas, because I shared a video with her. How you doing, Madison? Earlier, in an earlier video. And she was talking about, well, I think she's a lady. You can make payments when people were complaining about the tax property increase. And how you going to make payments and you're on a fixed income and you still don't have the money? So they do all these free giveaways. My girls will call it out. My girls, why are they giving these people this free food? We said it in the Tiffany Henyard videos. We know what's going on here. Okay, so then we go. Let me go to the last one. Here's another. This was another Black Men United in collaboration with the 16th Ward Alderwoman Stephanie Coleman, and we know all about her because Prosperity comes on and tells us about her. So we know what she's about. Second District Cook County Commissioner Michael Scott Jr. and Treasurer Melissa Conyers Irvin is hosting a free. Why do they have all these free food giveaways? Okay, we know why.
Look at the address.
Yeah. 6344 South Peoria Street, Chicago. Available while supplies last. Yeah.
So yeah. That's another senior building.
So they're hitting the senior. That's what old Tiffany was doing. So they all have the same tactics. Okay.
Well, the senior buildings have the polling places downstairs.
Yes. So they bring them food boxes, and then when it's time to vote, they take them right downstairs and get their vote.
And they're not trying to help the community. They say residents only. If you're inside of a building, how's anybody else going to be blessed with what you have been given for free?
Yep. So we know what this is about. Okay, Chef, my partner Chef says, I grew up on 63rd and Peoria. Okay. CJ said turkeys voting for turkeys. Boom. So I wanted to share that first. Okay, now I can take that down. We're done with that. And Mr. Smith, if you will, how you doing, Beverly, Connie, all of you? If you will discuss, now we're talking about these free food giveaways, and they're not free, they're for votes. Come on. What else have you witnessed as you've been trying to run for Cook County Commissioner?
Well, if you notice in the giveaways that not only are they target senior buildings, but you might not know, and the audience may not know, but they within the Pacific District of the 2nd District in Cook County as Cook County Commissioner, and they're not outside of the district. That's what makes it illegal and target, in regards to two entities coming together, candidates and non-for-profit, inside of a federal subsidized unit that receive federal funds. All of that represents illegal and criminal activity. Now, let's move on to setting the stage of the turbulence that I'm involved in regards to living in Chicago and running for public office to make a difference. I challenge candidate Michael Scott petitions. He filed a set of petitions, and the state law says that you have to, there's several things that's required and not, they're mandatory and not just exceptions. One is the petitions for you to be a candidate.
Right.
Two is your statement of economic interest statement. So you must have your statement of economic interest, you must have your petitions, and you must have your statement of candidacy.
Okay.
For you to be a candidate. So Michael Scott did not have the statement of economic interest statement. I challenged that in the hearings, and they still allowed him and made a special provision for him to be on the ballot, which I never heard of. You know, and I found motions after motions on top of a motion. And let me tell you this. Now, this is the interesting part. His attorney filed a motion to strike and dismiss. But in the motion to strike and dismiss, and I'm going to say it slow so you can catch on and the people can catch on, in the motion to strike and dismiss, they had a relief clause that is mandatory in the motion. Okay. In the relief clause, the relief was me asking for the electoral board to allow Michael Scott to be on the ballot. And it says something like this. The Andre Smith, the objector, prays for the candidate to remain on the ballot. No, I'm challenging him. I don't pray for him to be on the ballot. So by law, that whole entirety motion supposed to be stricken and dismissed as if it never appeared.
Okay.
They did it 2 times. And I filed a motion to strike and dismiss both of them. The hearing officer still let him be on the ballot.
Why?
Well, hearing officers are like judges. Either they run or they're appointed. And both of them are basically by elected officials and people that get people elected. So if I appoint you, I'm like your boss.
Pretty much.
If I get you elected, you still are beholden to me.
Exactly.
So that's what's unfair. So once I did that, he still remained on the ballot. Now, later on, around October the 30th, I wake up, my campaign signs is sprayed. My face is sprayed. My logo is sprayed. My name is spray painted. My slogan, "We deserve better," is spray painted. And I never seen anything like that, but it was really disturbing. So, you know, that's where I did a police report on that day.
Okay.
Later on, what wound up happening, November the 19th, around 10 o'clock, I went outside and I seen individuals with 2 cars.
Oh, wow.
Taking down my signs, balling them up, cutting them up, ripping them up, putting them under their arms to put in their car. I started taking pictures. The police pulled up within 3 minutes. It was amazing.
Here, let me show you that. I'll show you what he's telling you. He has the receipts. And
as you're doing that, I'm gonna plug up my computer and we're gonna keep going.
Yes, sir. So this is what. Okay. All right, here we are. So this is what Mr. Smith is describing to us. Zelly, hello, love. And this is what he found. He was driving and he drove up on them. How you doing, Betty? Jet lag. I hope everyone is warm. I hope everyone is well. All right. So yeah, this is what he found. This is Chicago politics, right? And we've talked about it extensively already. So let me go through the picture so everyone can see. All right, so this is the police actually, if I'm not mistaken, arresting the people who were involved with the destruction of your campaign materials, correct, Mrs. Smith? All right,
Yes, I had pulled up. They was taking it off the gate, and
okay.
they was ripping it up, putting it under their arms. They was putting it in this car. They had 2 cars. They was putting it in, and the cars was filled of my campaign literature, both of them, my campaign signs. So this is the police arresting them because remember, I had a police report for October the 30th, and then the police pulled up.
So the police are fully aware of what's going on. Wow. Let me show you. So this right here looks like this guy's already in handcuffs. And
yeah, they placed him in handcuffs.
And this right here, is this some? I think this is some of your campaign
literature.
These are some
Yes.
of your campaign materials that were
yes under his arm.
Okay, and then here, this guy appears to me to be in handcuffs, so the police are on their job. All right. So,
and if you look on the ground, yeah, that's some of my stuff. So I had 4 feet by 4 feet signs, and I had 4 feet by 8 feet signs.
Right.
So they wasn't little signs.
Wow. Okay, so is this a normal occurrence in Crook County?
It's a normal for them to pick up. See, there's a big difference. When signs are on the sidewalk, the law says that that's the public way. So it's almost considered trash. But when they're on abandoned buildings or they're on people's gates and things like that, that's my personal property.
Right.
You cannot touch my personal property.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, I'll take that down. So were these gentlemen, these future doctors and lawyers, were they actually forced to serve a sentence? How you doing, Nemo? Were they convicted? So what was the outcome, or is it still pending?
Well, the interesting thing, it happened a couple of days ago. So we caught them with 2 cars full of my campaign signs in the cars. They was arrested. The cars was impounded. And when we went to the station and they searched them, the main person, which is named John Preston, when they searched John Preston, he had a list in his pocket of where my campaign signs was located.
Whoa.
So it was organized. This wasn't just something that they woke up and said, hey, let's go take down the signs. No, they planned this, they organized it, and they had addresses where my sign was, where they was going to go and take them down at. So less than 40 minutes, these tough guys that decide to spray paint my face, these tough guys that decide to rip down and tear down my signs, these tough guys that had 2 cars and they've been out all night tearing down my stuff, 40 minutes of being incarcerated, they started telling on each other.
Oh my goodness, you're joking. And I have pictures. I have other pictures. Hold on. Let me show you. I'm going to put some more pictures up. Oh my God. You can't make this stuff up.
They have a saying, snitches get stitches. I wonder when they're going to get their stitches because they show snitched.
Oh my God. Okay, and here's some additional.
No, not that one. That was something else. Yeah, not that one. I actually think you sent you that one.
All right.
But keep going.
Okay. Let me pull this up. I wanted to show so you can see what he's telling us about here. Okay. Wow. 3 arrested after Cook County. So what he's telling us, we're showing you the receipts. After Cook County Commissioner candidate says campaign signs were destroyed on South Side. 3 people were arrested, and then the video, it should be over here to the right playing, but they're on a commercial break. So yeah. And this is what the pictures we just viewed, where the police were actually arresting people for the destruction of Mr. Smith's signs. This is what this article is about on CBS News. And this is what I wanted to show you. Smith's campaign claimed one of the men identified as a worker for the campaign of Smith's rival in the Democratic primary for the Cook County board seat, Michael Scott.
Not the one that was giving away food.
Ha, 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 ha. Now, Mr. Smith, you've got to be kidding me. Let me see. Is it coming back on? No. See, they're talking about everything else. But anyway, we have the article here. According to the campaign, Smith's signs started being defaced and destroyed as far back as when he announced his run for Cook County Commissioner back in September. The campaign reported that the value of the destroyed and defaced signs was around $4,000. So this is what they're doing, right? That's why we call it Crook County.
See, the issue is they know I'm not owned by the unions. They know that I'm not owned by the Democratic Party or loyal to either. So they know that whatever money I get is going to be very little money. So they're trying to smother me out so I can't have the funds to run for office.
Right. All right. Thank you for that. In a statement, the campaign for Scott, a former Chicago alderman, we know about those Chicago aldermen, did not directly address whether one of its workers was among the people arrested in the vandalism, but Scott's campaign did denounce the action themselves. Yeah. Our campaign does not condone this type of conduct in any way. Scott's campaign said this action was not directed or approved by the campaign. You're right. And we are addressing the matter directly with the individual involved to ensure it does not happen again. So we know all about that gaslighting. And I can show you.
I want you to take note of a couple of things that campaign said. They said, we guarantee that this will not happen again. How can you guarantee such matter if you don't have any control of what they've done or what they did?
Yeah, correct. Then I have a video that Mr. Smith shared, so you can actually see. So I'll put that video up now, okay? If you're just entering the chat room, folks, please hit that like button. All right, here we are. So this is a video, and I don't know why people do throw rocks and hide their hands. How you doing, Ruby? Cameras are everywhere, okay? You can't get away. So this is an actual video of some of that taking place, okay? Yes, that's their car pulling up.
That's them going over to my sign.
Yep.
That's them spray painting my sign, my face, my name, my logo.
Can everyone see? Mr. Smith is telling us. I hope everyone can see it. I hope it's large enough. It's as large as it will go. He's telling us what they're doing. They're spray painting his signs.
And that night, they did probably around 30 of my signs that night.
Oh, wow. 30? Woo.
Yeah, the big ones.
Yeah, it's that same Toyota Camry.
Yes.
A Camry that needs a muffler. Oh my God. Camrys aren't supposed to sound like that.
Now notice that car, which you probably can't see at that point, but once they were arrested, the police ran the registration, which is the tags on the car. It did not go to the car. So they were driving around in a illegal car. The other thing, in the other car, the John Preston had suspended license. So they already broke the law, you know, and they out there dirty. And then, you know, the stupidest criminals, you know, they got that thing, stupid criminal on TV or whatever. They should be a part of that because they running around with 2 carloads full of my campaign signs that they tore up.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and we looked at those pictures. We looked at that video. OMG. You know, and I think you sent me a picture. I wanted to show them a picture you sent me of Mr. Scott. I was trying to get everything, but it was hard because it was in. You wanted me to put up his itemized list of expenditures?
Yes, please. Let's talk about that.
All right, let me get this going. While you're talking about that, I can get his picture. Well, his picture, if they remember, was on
all of the giveaways.
Yeah, the freebies. Here we go. Okay, there you go, Mr. Scott.
All right, so what we're looking at is what we call D2s, itemized list of your expenditures. So when you're running for a public office in the city of Chicago and probably whatever state you're in, any money that you get into a certain amount, you have to report that. Any money that you spend, you have to report it. So on this list, if you look at it, I don't know if she can zoom in, you're going to see J. Preston Services, which is John Preston. Yeah, there it is. Pull it up a little more. Which is John Preston. Okay, go down. Well, up. Yeah, keep going.
That's
Yep, keep going. Yep, we're almost there. Go, wait. I think we was there.
Right here, John. Right here.
So you got John Preston Carrier Service. Now, I want you to really think of this, and I want you to, you know, use logic. John Preston Carrier Service, $2,000, $1,200 for a carrier service. And let's look at the time. So when that happened, my signs was damaged. I noticed on 10/30, this payment was 10/7. My other signs was damaged on the 19th of January. They got another payment of $2,000 in 11/3. So
Yeah.
that's from Michael Scott campaign. And then let's see what it's for. It's to a carrier service, but it's for field work. Very interesting.
Oh, wow. That is something.
So he paid a carrier service for field work.
Okay, Nemo said, sounds suspect to me and sound dirty politics. It's Chicago. That's
And
all they know.
And let me say to the audience, I'm laughing now because they're caught and they're facing felony charges. You don't know how many days that I went afraid to put up another sign or drive past my sign seeing my face with black spray paint on it. It hurted. And then to wake up and then my signs being torn down again. So, you know, I lived through that tragedy. I lived through that, you know, fear. So I'm laughing and smiling now because I'm so relieved that they're in jail facing felony charges.
Yeah. Wow. But it's still, like you said, look at all the money you spent. Tina, yes, fraudulent. Yeah. This is how Chicago operates. And again, my people that have been here for a long time. Yes, CJ, they were caught. CJ said, I thought they got their diploma from the Leering Center in the Leering Center.
You know, if you look at Soul Plane, when Snoop said he got his wings you know, and the man was like, I thought you had your wings. He was like,
Right.
yeah, I got out of penitentiary. I got my wings.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, they did. What is it? Carrier service to field work.
Oh
Which
wow.
one is it?
Yeah, it's all in the word salad basically.
But let me say this. These are the people that want to be elected and want to represent you and want to write laws that you have to follow.
Yep. And Mr. Smith, could you also talk about how the Democrats flooding Chicago with illegals, how detrimental that has been to the people, the American citizens of Chicago?
Well, I am the person that stopped the first bus of migrants, illegal, or whatever a person may want to use for a title. I stopped the first bus that came to Chicago, and I also was arrested because I refused to allow them to go into a public school that we paid for our kids to learn, that was close to our kids, because they said that it was lack of funding. They didn't have the funds to keep it running, but then they spent $4 million to refurbish the school. So on my watch, I said that is not going to happen. So not only did I stop the bus, I stayed in a tent overnight at the school, you know, so just in case they brought another one. And then I was arrested stopping them or prohibiting them to enter that school.
So as I was telling you before, Mrs. Smith, they definitely do not want you elected. You are not willing to follow their said agenda. And I applaud you for that, because we know what's going on. Again, if you check out my channel, I've done more videos on Chicago than any other major city in the US because of the fight that's going on there now. And you know, that's why they are after Mr. Smith. He won't play dirt. Yeah, and everyone else is bought and paid for, as you mentioned earlier. And if they get in there, it's still politics as usual. They're not going to do anything for the people who elected them. They're following that agenda. And I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. It's not supposed to be about agendas. It's supposed to be about what is best for your constituents. And they're not doing that. And that's a problem.
Well, you have in Chicago, I live on the south side, and where we live at, your life expectancy is 30 years less than the person that lives up north. So therefore, we are eating toxic stuff, probably inhaling pollution, and don't live too far from the ComEd that may be giving us cancer things. So how is it possible that we're living in 2026 and you cannot find a good, healthy grocery store in your community?
Yeah. Good point. Very good point. And so, you know, if you look at, again, I hate to keep going back. I want you to look at some of the videos where we've had our great sister, Miss Prosperity. She's at all of the, just about all of the, Ruby, please drop Miss Prosperity's YouTube channel in the chat. I guess she's not with us. I know she's working on some cases and stuff. So please drop that, Ruby. Thanks. But she is there. You know, every time they're trying to raise their taxes, she's calling them. She calls out the emperor. She calls out the aldermen who have sold out, and the ones who vote against their constituents. She has that all over her channel so people can remember that. And what we say on this channel, stop voting for someone because they're Black. You need to look at their policies. Stop voting for someone because they're a woman. That's why a lot of these blue cities are in the condition that they're in. They take a Black person. Look, Black people, talking about the Democratic Party, there's someone Black. We're the party of diversity, equity, and inclusion. What are their policies? That's our question. That's what's important. And so your constituents put you in office, and so you need to look at their needs and what they need in their communities. So, Mr. Smith, what do you think? Do you think that you will have an uphill battle because of your stance, or Thank you, Ruby. What do you think?
Well, let me say this. Being
Okay.
honest, the hardest thing for me to do is to be in debt or to ask. That's a very difficult thing for me. I'm a fighter. If you Google me, check the record, usually I'm the first person on the scene, the last person leaving, and most definitely taking on, the powers that be, in regards to only righteous fights that's right. So I would say that to win this election, I would probably need around $20,000 more. But when you trying to raise that money in Chicago, they're not going to give it to you because, one, they don't want you elected, because that means that, you're going to have problems. I'm already saying when I come in, I'm going to do an audit on Cook County to see where the money is spent, because I don't know if you know, the commissioners are the ones to approve the budget for every entity, the jail, the county assessor that raises your taxes. The commissioners is the one to say, okay, here's the budget. So it's important for us to go line item through that budget to cut out the waste, and cut out the waste to people like these nonprofits that get some money and do the wrong thing. It's time out for that. It's time to put good people in government, regardless their party, their race, their class, their agenda. If they stand on the right side of history, if they stand on truth and for the people, let's get them in.
For the people. And again, unfortunately, Mr. Smith, that's why you're having such a hard problem. How you doing, Prosperity? Okay, Prosperity's just joining us. Prosperity, this is Mr. Smith. Okay, Andre Smith. He's running for Crook County Commissioner, 2nd District. I meant to say, this doggone autocorrect. Hold on. I was trying to speak to Prosperity and it's spelled properly. There we go. Okay, here it is. Okay, there's a question for you. You have your chat open, Mr. Smith. They're asking you questions in the.
No, I don't. I'm afraid to touch this thing. I'm a little bit older, and all kind of stuff may happen. Let's see.
Mr. Smith, are you working with any of the groups like Chicago?
I don't want to lose anybody.
Or Go Chicago Red?
Let me say to thank you for asking that question. No, I'm not. I don't attach myself to any other group because I don't want to be responsible for whatever they do that may be right and not right. I choose the fights wisely, and I always want to be on the right side of history with the right agenda.
Right. So, Prosperity, tell us what you think. Mr. Andre, could you, Prosperity's just joining us. So
how you doing, Prosperity?
She said, are you on the right side of God? So this is our great system we've been telling you about. So Prosperity, Mr. Smith, you're just joining us. So you missed, he told what he supports, what he does not support. He does not support illegal immigration. And if you want, Mr. Andre, you can interject and tell her what else, so far as our side is concerned, you actually support.
In regards to God, I don't do anything, and I'm very careful on what I do outside of the will of God. That's why I have the protection of God. And that's why I don't align myself with other people, because one, I don't know the agenda, I don't know the purpose or the meaning. And, I don't want to be responsible, and I don't want the blood of someone else's motive of whatever they do on my hands. Everything that I do, I strive to be on the right side of history. And I'm human, so I can make a mistake. But if you come to me and say, and show me where I made the mistake, I'm going to apologize. I love God. And that's why, let me say this and make this clear. That's why I'm in this fight, because of God and our people. One of my trades, I'm saying one of my trades, I am a deep sea diver, commercial diver, which means I can fix things underwater. I go where people cannot go. I go where the pressure is so great and there's no light in the dark places. And that's why I'm running for politics, because they're dark places and the pressure is so great against our people. They don't want right. They don't want right. They don't want the light to shine on them. But every now and then, God will raise one up to fight against the Goliaths that we have of today.
Okay, so what do you, Mr. Smith, again, you would definitely have an uphill battle. If you've watched any of the city council meetings, we know they can become combative. We know that, again, the two of us talked on the phone. Pretty much everyone who is sticking to their party's agenda, they're not listening to their constituents. They do not care that American citizens are losing their homes because they cannot pay these taxes that they're trying to. How you doing, Beverly? Uh-oh. Thank you for the super chat. Beverly, I am sending you some hearts. Thank you for your support of the channel. Boom. And so Prosperity has a question for you, Mr. Andre. What party are you running under?
Well, as before, when I was on Fox News and we was talking about immigration and things of that nature, I said to the news person, I said, I live in a Democratic city. I live in a Democratic state. Yep. I'm running as a Democrat. You know, and if you understand politics and been in politics as long as I have, you can't deal with things emotionally. You know, and emotional means that you jump. And matter of fact, if you're emotional, that means you're going to burn yourself out. Sometimes you got to learn. You got to slide in there and learn what they show you. And matter of fact, that's why I'm running for office, because for almost 30 years, not 30 years, but I was sitting in rooms watching them do backroom deals. And I would ask God, why do you have me in this room? And God said, because this is what I don't want you to be like. And now I'm running for office because I know what I don't want and what's not good for the people.
Okay, so our great sister Prosperity, okay, now she said that's a problem. That's why we have rhinos. So what would be how would you answer that, Mr. Smith?
I would say, as I said, you know, before, our issue is that we stuck on a title or a label without unwrapping the gift and looking at the work that a person did. And I'll tell you this with no disrespect for anyone that would say anything negative of me and me carrying the label of a Democrat. I would say I've done more Republican things than you could ever have. No disrespect. You have to look at the person work, not that title.
So, Mr. Smith, so let's share with our great...
The title of Republican... Say it again.
Okay, so share with the Rollins Reviews family some of what you've done so they can learn more about you.
Well, I'm going to share some things, but once again, as Prosperity said, and I love that name, I don't like boasting about what I've done, because I don't do it for the purpose of sharing it or saying I done it. Because the minute I believe that I've done something, that means I don't need God. So, but the University of Chicago Hospital, the #1 trauma center on the south side of Chicago, I led that fight to get that hospital there. There was over, I would say, 30 residents in a multi-complex building that a man that was tied to a very powerful man in the city of Chicago that was tied to the mayor Daley at one point in time. He was a slumlord, and those people was living in those properties, and they could see the next apartment underneath them. The sinks was falling off. They couldn't walk down the back porch. I called, along with another group, the inspectors from Washington, D.C., to come in and inspect that property. Not only did that person lose all of their property, and they had a lot of property in the city of Chicago, they lost their job working for the city. They was a commissioner. Loretto Hospital during the time of COVID, I called for a federal investigation because they was giving the shot to people outside of the community, the upper class, the rich people, when it was for the poor people or the people in Austin community.
Right.
I called for a federal investigation. The investigation came. The doctor went to jail, along with a bunch of other things that I've done. I can tell you this, I spent 30 years of my life fighting for the upkeep, liberation of our people, and I never took a dollar, never took a grant. And I am the CEO of an anti-violence organization called Chicago Against Violence. I don't need government money. I don't want nobody to give me money to control me and to tell me what to do.
Okay. Miss, hold on. I'm trying to keep up with these comments. My girl says, it's not about boasting. It's about letting the people know you can be trusted and you have the receipts. And that's the key, Mr. Smith, because
and
let
me say this.
Whoa.
And let me say this. She is oh my God. She's 1,000% right. But you know who does that? Your team do that. Your campaign manager, your strategist, that's what they do. That ain't what I do. I was not born to go and tell people what God used me to do. I can't do that. I refuse to do that. And that's my weakness, right?
Yeah.
But go Google me. Go look me up. You'll see the work.
Yeah.
And that is my weakness.
Yeah, but see, to become elected though, so again, with all of these charlatans that we've experienced, you kind of sort of have to, particularly, okay, look at people like Prosperity and other American citizens who do not want their tax, so who don't want their taxes going up, their property taxes. And so they need to know, hey, if I am elected, I am totally against this property, tax increase. I do not agree with, our mayor and the aldermen. I don't agree with them as it relates to illegal immigration. You've got to, so people like Prosperity and Black Republicans there in Chicago, they need to know that.
Well, with all due respect, if they Google Andre Smith or go to Chicago Andre Smith or Reverend Andre Smith or CEO Chicago Against Violence Andre, everything is going to pop up. I'm the first person in city council to challenge the mayor in regards to immigration. I called the mayor and said in the front page of the newspaper, how dare you spend $51 million of our taxpayers' dollar. I'm the first person to call for a forensic audit in regards to the mayor. But I don't want to get into that, because that's not what I'm here for. But if you go and research it, it'll be right there.
Right.
And I know, that I should be able to tell people what I did, but I don't like doing that. Because it takes away it takes away the authentic of you doing something. God said, if you give him charity, if you give him money, but the purpose is not right, your heart is not right, that's in vain. So if I go out there talking about, hey, I did this, I did that. Is it for my glory or his glory?
Right. We're just saying, you know, for people, like I said, because for the Republicans that are there in Chicago, they need, for the people, the homeowners, especially with these property taxes. And I know with that older generation, the civil rights generation, it may not be possible because a lot of them, they, you know, they're just going to continue voting liberally because, well, you know, they went through the civil rights movement. But again,
I am also one of the people, it was two of us, when the president of the county board put this insane, this cruel soda tax, I and another individual, we are the ones that got it repealed. We stood up and fought for that.
Okay. There's a very good, hold on. Jagalo has a good point. And this
believe
is kind of
me, if I was okay, go ahead.
Jagalo said, I would like to hear an itemized concrete plan of what he intends to do. He needs to give specifics because Mr. Smith is still thinking like a Democrat. He has to win over Republicans. So how would you respond to that? Prosperity. Okay. Shazee.
So let me say this, and it usually saddens my heart. We have, and let me apologize first. We have been tricked to carry titles, and a lot of people don't even know the meaning of the title that they carry. You know, they go according to traditions, and we go. I talk to some people, and you say, like in Chicago, you say Republican in Chicago, you the devil.
Yeah, we know.
But that's, oh Lord Jesus, thank you. It's so easy for a person that lives in a Republican state to say that you a Democrat without knowing you. It's so easy to say that you should say this. But I say with all due respect, judge my work. Let me tell you something. I can tell you I've done anything. Where's the receipts? I can tell you, we're only going to be on here for a short period of time. But one thing I can tell you, when you get off of here, Google my name. It's a common name, but I'm telling you, only two people are going to pop up. Andre Smith, the freedom fighter, and Andre Smith, the football player. So don't take me and what I say. My opponent is telling you that he want to be reelected. He's showing you something different, that he want to go to jail. So all the unions are supporting him. The Democratic Party is supporting him. That should tell you, with all due respect, once you research who I am, then we need to help this man. And I'll tell you this. If you can find fault in something I'm doing, I'm willing to submit to the facts and the truth only. Not a title, not emotions, none of that. And I'll say again, humbly, and apologizing in the manner that I may say it. I may have done more things on both sides than people that throw rocks on either side. But do you think I'm supposed to get on here and tell you what I've done in that manner? It don't work like that. No disrespect.
Do you know how your polls?
Does that make sense?
So again, the people in the chat from the comments, and I'm not seeing all of them, I am seeing some of them. They're saying again, you have to let people know, for the people who think, who know that you are on, they can count on you, because look at how they've been lied to for so long. These people get, I'm talking mayors, aldermen, senators, congress people. They are elected and they do nothing for the people who put them there. So, that's where the problem is, because there's been, the precedent is that's always happened. So it's kind of difficult for people to, say, okay, well, people want to know basically, how are you different? How do we know we can trust you? Because look at everything else that has happened. And so I think that's the issue, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. So let me say this. I tell some people, when a person say, what's your platform? Please excuse me. I say that's one of the dumbest things a person can ask. Why? Because it ain't the candidate that says this is what I believe in. It's the campaign manager and a strategist that come up with the platform and tell the candidate, this is what you say. Your platform is what you've been doing and what you believe in. And if you ain't done that, you ain't going to do anything. But we have been trained to ask a person, what's your platform? Now, let me ask you a question. All those beautiful platforms, how have they been working for you? All the ones that you've seen with those nice bullet points and chat GBT or AI platforms, how have that been working for you? So I agree with you, and I say again, don't listen. I mean, it's okay to listen to somebody, but then go research them before you vote. And if I was on the wrong side of history, man, I would have so much money. I would have all the Democratic endorsements. I would have the union endorsements, but all of them say no. No.
You have
one
none.
person.
You have none.
Say it again.
You don't have any of those endorsements?
I have God. Look, one alderman said to me and to other people, on my dead body, Andre will be elected. Now, let me ask you a question. I don't mean any harm. This is an elected official. What have I done so bad that you would rather die before I become elected?
Well,
another thing.
Okay.
Another thing, in 2008, they blew up my apartment. If my kids was on the couch, they'd be dead today. I didn't give up. I didn't stop fighting. So I don't mean any harm. So when you say, and I'm not talking about you or any other people in the chat, I'm just saying, so when a person says you need to carry the title Democrat, Republican, what are you doing that they would blow up your house? What are you doing that they would defame you? What are you doing that they would take your signs down? What are you doing that you I mean, no disrespect. Obviously, in Chicago, I rocked the boat.
Okay. So I think Miss Prosperity said, what alderman are you speaking about?
Miss Prosperity, you know I love your name, and you know you done got a little good piece of my heart, because you know I know you got to be a good person, a decent person, because of your name. That means that, you know, back in the days, they didn't name you until you was born and they looked at you, you know. So you know I can't say that, but I will say this. Take a good look at the 3rd Ward. I didn't say a name. the third ward. I say, take a good look at the third ward. I didn't ever say a name now. I just say, take a look at it. It's interesting.
Okay.
You know, you would think after a track record like mine, and I'm not boasting, people would want to help to get good government and good people in office. Why are they trying to do everything they can do to stop me? My last election, they was calling me a Republican. They said I didn't believe in the women's rights to choose. They said all kind of stuff.
Okay, Nemo has a good point. You can't be, Nemo said you can't be a fence sitter then associate yourself with the title of Democrat. So I guess the problem is the title. And
so you can't be what?
That, yeah, so because
she said you can't be what? Can you say it again?
Nemo said you can't be a fence sitter then associate yourself with the title of Democrat. So a lot of people, conservatives, are going to have an issue, even though you may have some conservative talking points. They may consider you a rhino and you still may not get their vote. Does that make sense?
Yes. Let me say this. I let my work speak for itself. I'm not born. Leaders are born, not bred. I'm not here to try to convince Republicans or Democrats to vote for me. You know, when I finish my job here, I want God to say, well done. I don't want him to say, good job, Republican. Good job, Democrat. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. And I don't want to offend nobody in their party. But it's all about the work. It's our people are suffering. And I don't care about the title that a person, because you got the title, that don't mean you live up to the responsibility.
All right. Prosperity has a question. When
and
you
Jesus
say, who are you talking to? Prosperity said, when you say our people, she said, are they foundational blacks or people from abroad? So meaning everybody from the diaspora, I guess.
Say that again. Say that again.
Oh, she said, okay, Prosperity, when you say our people, so she's trying to find out, are you talking about Black Americans or people, Black Americans, African, Caribbean, people from the diaspora?
I'm saying people that has been offended, afflicted in my community, in my city, and any other place that my feet travel. I am fighting for the liberation, whether it's one party or the other. I don't get into that. Ain't we bigger than a title or a name? If we're going to allow the work to speak for itself or a title or name, and we just sit back, a car not going to drive until you put your feet on the gas. Yeah, you could be the driver, but if you ain't got your feet on the gas, you ain't going nowhere.
Okay. So I guess, again, people have an issue. So my personal opinion, Mr. Smith, you have an uphill battle. Sir. Your receipts are going to have to stand out amongst the rest. Okay, that's a good point. The Democrats and especially the Republicans running, people won't change. And I told you, our great sister Prosperity, when she went to vote, and some other people from Chicago as well, when they went into the precincts, they didn't even have the Republican ballots out. So, Nikki, how you doing? How you doing, dear? So again, talking about, okay, my girls. Okay, wrong answer, sir. So people want change. Yeah, okay, Greg, gotcha. Okay, so Mr. Smith, yeah, I know you're saying people shouldn't be caught up on titles, but
so let me,
hey, that's the way it's set up. So people want to know, are you on this side or that?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Let me ask you this question. When a person says we deserve change, we need change, what do that mean?
You don't want things, you want the status quo to be different. You don't want the same old You don't want the same that you've been receiving. You want something different. But according to the title that you have, we know certain policies associated with Democrat. I'm not saying, hey, I'm just saying Democrat, Republicans, conservatives and Republicans and Democrats, there are talking points on both sides, right? So
you have to
conversation. Yeah, right, Jared. It's an excellent. We're just having a conversation, and I understand what you're saying, but I'm also telling you, in light of what we talked about earlier, and how we've been lied to for ever, and we vote for people. We've been told to vote for people that look like us, or this person is going to be the first woman. So you can make history, and then you have these people giving out food. We already talked about the super mayor, all these other people, all these things they do for votes. They never do anything for the constituents that actually put them in office. So that's why you're gonna get you probably will have some blowback, and people are. That's why they're like, okay, so what are you gonna do? It's hard for people to trust because of what has happened, prior. And what do you think? Okay, Jackalo wants to know, because these are some good questions. What do you think about, should we have voter ID?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
You believe in voter ID? Okay. And
people died so that you would have a right to vote. People died so that you would have a right to vote. So therefore, there's nothing wrong with voter ID. There's nothing. You got a driver's license, right? There's nothing wrong with you pulling out your driver's license. That's your ID.
Yeah. So you support voter ID. You do not support illegal immigration. Gina, we the people voted for change, and that's President Trump, who's Republican. No more Democrats. Enough is enough. All right, Gina. And that's where people are. And what Connie said, people do have trust. Connie said he's a Democrat, and he sounds like a Democrat. I have trust issues, so it's hard. And I understand your point. In Chicago, if you have an R behind your name, your ballots might be thrown out. And we got into this part about your party, but we started talking about what was how paid thugs destroyed your campaign materials, and they're Democrats, right? So
yes. Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Why would you think they would? Why do you think they would destroy my stuff?
Because if you're not bought and paid for, and you said the unions aren't supporting you, you have to be
out of all the unions.
And the teachers union,
so out of all the unions,
get it.
I'm one of the number one enemies to the teachers union.
The teachers unions run Chicago. We know that.
And I'm one of the number one enemies. When Stacey Gates see me, I'm one of her number one enemies. Not that I am proud of that, but I want to live and die on the right side of history. I don't want to go along to get along because of your title or your name. You could be a Republican, and you could be a bad Republican. And you could be a do-nothing Republican too, same as a Democrat. People love to hide behind titles and names and criticize people that's out there and have dedicated their life to the service of people. This is my life. Yeah. This is what I do. So when you go and you watch me on TV go to jail to fight for people that have came here and using our tax dollars, and I went to jail, not you. But you want to label me as he sound like a Democrat. I mean, it don't make sense. It don't make sense.
That's the way things are set up, right?
No, that's not the way. That's the way we were. Excuse my language again, but I have to speak truth, and I can be wrong at any time because I'm human. That's the way we were brainwashed.
Yeah, but that's the system that we currently have.
That we live in.
And so, like Greg has an excellent point, and this is the thing. You're going to have to prove, yes, I have a D behind my name, but I'm different. So
I agree with Greg. I agree with Greg, but not different as being a Republican. I'm different as a human being that's fighting on the right side of history and not taking pay to play and doing what they're doing to destroy our communities.
All right. Are you going to share that with them so they know, hey, I'm not.
Share what with who?
With the people who you're trying to get to vote for. You're going to share that with them. I'm not on. I don't believe in that. Illegal immigrant. Are they going to know all that so that you can get?
I have a history. I have a track record.
Okay.
I've been in newspapers. I've been on TV doing these things. I don't do it to be on TV.
Okay. Yeah. And a lot of these questions, it's good that you're here because a lot of these questions that the people in the chat are asking, you're going to hear these again. Especially you see what they're already doing to try to.
I think this is a good educational program in regards to one that professor claimed to be quote unquote Democrat and Republican. We have to, as Martin Luther King said, we got to get the language right. A lot of people use a title but never know what that title means.
No information.
And we stuck. So either you're Republican, Democrat, okay, there's a small independent, there's a small Tea Party libertarian, but the main thing is Republican and Democrat. Okay, hey, you choose who you want to be. You want to be Democrat or Republican? Are you serious?
Yeah,
and then you crucify if you don't choose one of them.
But you have to work within the confines of the system. That's the system that we have.
The system is wrong.
Okay, but that's
disrespect.
Okay, I get it. I'm just saying. Okay, here's your boom.
And wrong people created the system.
Okay,
matter of fact, people like Michael Scott.
Okay, your opponent, correct?
Yes.
All right. So how are you different from Michael Scott?
How long have we been on here?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying because from the beginning to now, I have been telling you.
All right, but we got to make sure the people know that.
This is how you can identify. I don't want to use the word a crook because you can't call people that. But this is how you can identify one that's controlled or a puppet versus one that's independent, hopefully liberation and fighting for the people. They won't have no funds. They won't have any support. But one that is and have signed the contract, they will have everything that they need and more.
All right, Prosperity has a question. Do you support progressive? Is it progressive politics, Prosperity? I'm not sure. Do you support progressives? I think that's all the question.
When you saying progressive,
that was a question.
What do you mean by that?
Prosperity, he said,
because they got, and if I'm not mistaken, that's good. I like that. So now you got not just Democrat, you have progressive Democrats, and you have another type of Democrat. You see where we going?
Yes.
So progressive Democrats don't like whatever other Democrat, and it's this division, and it's not about who's doing the right thing, because look out your front door.
Okay. I'm trying to keep up with these comments there. So Miss Prosperity wants you to answer her question. Um, so you consider yourself a progressive? You support progressives? Okay.
I don't consider myself any extra. Well, I consider myself a person that believes a little bit of both. That's what I consider myself. So whether you call me a conservative Democrat or whatever you call me, there's certain things that I believe. And that's not going to change. I don't care what title that you put the stamp on or the label you put the stamp on. There's certain things and certain principles that I believe in.
Michael says, when I think of a Black Democrat or progressive, the word snake oil salesman comes to my mind. So, okay. Ask about
snake oil salesman.
Yeah. Jackalow.
Bless Michael Hart.
Okay. Ask about what he thinks of the federal agencies coming into states and removing criminals from the street. So what do you think about the ICE agents coming in and removing people?
Now they're trying to get me in trouble. They trying to make sure nobody donate to my campaign. Hey, let me try to answer that in a political manner. Now, if you was in my living room, we'll have a whole lot of conversations. I will say this to you. If you break the law, there's consequences. Period.
American
I don't care whether it's state, city, or federal. There's laws that governs all of us. And anyone that breaks the law, there's consequences.
Okay, so
does that decide whether that's Republican or Democrat?
So you don't care if it's ICE arresting people? You're fine. Yeah, you're okay with. Okay. All right.
I just answered that question. Don't narrow it down.
Okay. When will they be voting? We do what 2026?
Yeah, so they early vote in February, mid-February. Election day is actually March 17th. Hey, and look, let me tell you this. I challenge the diehard, the ones who believe that they're real Republicans. I challenge you. When there's an issue in this city, and it may fall under the Republican views, and I fight on that issue, I challenge you to come and stand and fight with me and get out of your living room saying you're a certain type of party without any work. All right, I wish you were with me when I went to jail. I wish you was with me when I went to jail fighting for migrants going into the school.
Michael said, what has 60 years of voting Democrat done for the Black community? So that's, which I told you before you came on, this is a MAGA, we're a MAGA family. So these are the tough questions.
It don't matter if it's a libertarian, mega, Democrat. Look, those are just titles. So he said, I'm not 60. I'm 57, but I only been voting since I was around 17. So, and I'm not going to say how I vote, but you can pull my voting record. And I can pull yours, and it's public record. But
okay,
I vote, and I only vote on things. Let me say this because this is important. I vote and only vote on things that I believe.
Okay, now I have a couple of questions here for you. I tell you now, my chat now they're pretty integral, pretty engaged. Oh my goodness. Okay, Caesar. If I missed your comments, folks, people are typing a lot. I'm so sorry. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Caesar says, if you want to see the results of progressive politics, go to California. And we, oh my goodness, California. Okay, so okay, CJ Parks has an excellent question. Mr. Smith, what conservative values do you hold? That's my question. Okay.
I don't get into the language of Democrat, Republican, conservative, progressive. I think that's something that keeps us separate. It's about who doing work, and that's the issue to me. And I would love to have a roundtable discussion, and we don't have the time to talk about these. Why do you believe, if you say you're Republican, why do you say you believe that you're Republican? Where's your work? Where's your Republican work? Where's your Republican values? Because let me say this, you have Christians that follow the Christ, and they break the law. They don't follow Christ, the Bible like it's supposed to. So do you mean that person is not a Christian?
Yeah, and I think, like I said,
and you're a Republican. One, because you probably live in a red state. Two, you probably have a whole lot of money. Or three, you're a Republican because your mama or your daddy was a Republican. No disrespect. And I'll say this. Please don't judge me according to the elevation of my voice. Judge me according to the words I say. Is it true or not?
Yeah. Me too, CJ.
Not emotions.
Yeah, okay. I'm just letting him know. I think I'm a registered independent, but I vote conservatively. Yeah. Shelly.
So wait a minute. Oh, no. We ain't going nowhere now. So you are registered an independent?
I think so. Yeah.
And you a mega? How's
all I vote is Republican, though.
Possible.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be but it don't matter. You're registered as an independent. You're registered as an independent, but you say you're Republican.
I am.
You understand? You understand what I'm saying? No disrespect.
No, you're fine.
So the titles, we got to readdress the titles.
Yeah, but until the system changes, right? We have to work with it.
We're going to change the system. That's what we're here for.
Oh, okay.
And you know the beautiful thing about it? The beautiful thing about it is we have this year and next year to make the changes.
Yeah. So what would you say, Mr. Smith, for anyone in the chat who lives in your district, who were thinking about voting for you? What would you say? What would be your parting words?
This is what I would say. Not just for the people that lives in my district. I would say for the people that lost hope and lost faith and know that change is necessary. People that is tired of being taxed out of their homes. People that's carrying their groceries in their hand because they can't afford the bag tax. I would say to you, people are frustrated with both parties or all parties. Look, don't give up. Keep the faith. Stay motivated and stay positive. Because change is coming. And one thing about change, it don't happen overnight. There's a process. Just like when a baby's entered the womb. It's 9 months. Then that baby has to rotate before it comes out.
Yeah.
We're in that process. And I believe that we're in that 9th month. And I'm asking for your vote and your support. Check my records. Examine me from head to toe. Don't examine my party. Because I'm not the party. I'm Andre Smith. Don't examine the label that I run up under. Examine my work and my heart.
Right. Ruby says, I vote for whoever is making good sense.
That's good.
Okay. Boom. We tried to examine you, but you okay. He's all lives matter candidate.
What
okay.
they say?
I'm trying to read some of these comments because they're coming. Changes.
I want to hear that one. We tried to examine you. I want to hear that one.
Okay, my girl said we tried to examine you, but you wouldn't let us in. Prosperity. I just examined him for what he brought right here. I don't think he's ever been questioned about concrete plans. So they want to know concrete, So hey, this is what I want to do. But I know you said since you are still up for running for office, you can't say so much. Gina, President Trump, we love you. No more Democrats. I never voted Dem in office, never. Okay, yeah, which I told you, this is my pure MAGA channel here. I told you.
Check this out. So a person never voted a Dem, but they probably stole at the grocery store. Now, I'm not saying that person did, but do you do that? Do the logic make sense? You can lie, but you won't vote for a Dem. Same thing with Dems and Republicans. You'll lie, cheat, and steal, and cheat on your husband, and cheat on your wife, beat your kids, beat your wife, get drunk, fall out, get carried to the house on the porch, but you will not vote the opposite party. Do that really make sense?
Okay, here's a good question from Shaziz. Mr. Smith, did you say that you are a Democrat because you live in a blue state?
Now, who said that?
Shaziz.
I must say, no disrespect. Is it Gazi?
Shaziz.
Gazi, he's listening. He's smart. Well, that person is really listening. He got a good ear, and he's really listening to what we talk about. He's dissecting words. He's smart. And yes, Gazi, I did not answer your question, but if you understand what I said, you got it. But you're smart. You're really smart.
All right. So, okay. All right. So, are those your parting words there, Mr. Smith? Mm-hmm. I know we started talking. We started talking about you been running for county commissioner and as your county commissioner candidate, and you caught paid thugs destroying your campaign materials. So, that's pretty much jumped offline. Well, that's in the title, AJ. That was in the title. And then sometimes, we'll start off, you'll see the title of a video and then it segues into, and it happens all the time. So this isn't, if you check, AJ, if you check some of my prior videos, it'll start and then it'll segue and we'll talk about 2 or 3 different things. So it's common. We do it all the time. My girls is singing. Oh my goodness. Party line. Yeah. Jackalow. Yeah. Oh my goodness. These are softball questions. Okay. Yeah. So that's just where we are. And I'm glad you were able to share what happened to you, because we say it often here on our channel. Democrats, they pretty much eat their young. And we know, if you'll go back and look at some of my older videos, we've been talking about the Democrats forever. The demonic, satanic, vile things that they've done to the Black community to keep them voting for them. Again, we've over and over again. He's a classic Democrat. Yeah. So, like I said, this being a MAGA channel, which you knew, I told you that.
Well, the good thing about that is there's still people out there in the chat that's watching us, and they saying, I give him credit for coming on.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of the things he said, I agree with. There's people saying that because you cannot be sane and disagree with truth. I can give you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and tell you that it's a steak. You're gonna believe because from birth I've been telling you it's a steak. You're gonna believe it's a steak, and when somebody say that's a peanut butter and jelly, you're gonna say that ain't no peanut butter and jelly. My mama told me that's a steak.
I mean, we have I've invited Democrats on my platform, but most of them they're so far they're like nah. So we welcome everyone, and anyone who wants to come on. Hey, I just tell them this is the type of audience I have, so they're not caught off guard. Does that make sense?
Well, I had an amazing time, and I loved and had good times going back and forth with ideas and thought patterns and people beliefs and people traditions and what they was rooted in and born in that they refuse and they're scared of change. I clearly get it.
Yeah, we're going.
It's not about, but don't you know in politics that you got to work with both sides to get something done?
And you do.
So
those are facts.
So if you sitting there saying I'm a Republican and I ain't gonna say nothing, I ain't gonna vote for no Democrat, I ain't gonna never blah 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 with Democrat. Well, how you gonna get something done? How you gonna get something done?
Well, if they can get some people in there that which is very difficult because every day something new is being exposed with them. So but Nemo has says, we appreciate your time in sharing what has happened to you, Andre Smith. Salute.
Thank you, Nemo. You're the greatest, and the only thing I can leave you with or tell you, look, don't deal with titles, don't deal with language.
But you have to, because that's what
because language and titles will drive you off the cliff. Wait, hold on. Fight and always deal with truth. And even if you can't find truth, continue to dig and study and look for the truth. And as people once said, truth and only truth will set you free, and not a Democrat or Republican.
All right, here's another question for you before we go. From Shelly. Do you believe trans should be in girl spaces and sports?
Shelly said that?
Yes. So they're trying to find out what some of your conservative
Shelly, you're trying to not get me elected. Shelly, you're trying not to get me elected.
Okay, so we know the answer to that.
Okay, thank you. So I don't have to answer that because they'll put that on a commercial.
Yeah.
At least you know where I stand at.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this for the record.
We know.
No, let me say this for the record, because I'm responsible for what I hear. And when a person asks me a question, I have to give an answer. Men are men and women are women. And if you decide to make a change, that don't mean that we got to agree with that.
Okay. All right, Shelly, does that answer your question, dear? All right. So again, we have I've offered many people. So Mr. Andre Smith came on. We do thank you for that. We don't just have on conservatives. I've offered to Democrats, and they're like, no. So Ruby said, if I can get on board with 80% of your platform, I can vote for you. You've only shared 5% of what you believe. Yeah. So again,
hey, what's her name? Ruby.
Ruby.
Hey, Ruby. Ruby. I'm on a Republican station. I'm on a mega station. I'm a Democrat. So the 5% that you got and that you can agree with, it's more than any other Democrat going to get on here and give you.
Okay. All right. So there you go. So I think we're done unless you have any other parting shots. Which I told you
in closing,
In closing, I told you that we are proud.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Look.
I'm a three-timer. I'm a three-timer, so.
Look, I'm on here and I'm talking to megas. Look. What can I say in closing? Megas.
Me too, Mayor. I'm going to let you close us out.
Look, let me say this to you. As we were born into this world, the only thing we know that you was either born a male or a female. Everything else was given to you or you accepted. Mean that your mom named you or your dad or both of them or your auntie or whoever, your caretaker or your adopted mom. They named you. You accepted that name and you carry that name. Whether it's Johnson, Jones, Smith, Ralph, Peter, Paul. Then, because you grew up in a household that believed a certain way and carried certain traditions, whether it was black eyed peas, chillings, whether it's you cross the house on New Year's Eve, that represent a man gonna always be there, whatever tradition it was, you carry that and you believe that. That does not mean that it was right. That just means that that was something passed down in most of the poor and most people that may have taught you these things. They might have had a 3rd grade education or a 6th grade education. And maybe they had a college degree, but that don't mean what they taught you was right. You are old enough now to start researching for yourself to find the truth. And I'll tell you something about the truth. The truth is so hard and difficult to find because people that study doing corruption, that's lying to us, robbing us, and tricking us with these false identities, has us stuck on a party or name, a title that has no value at all. Republican or Democrat is not going to save you if you go and steal something and go to jail like my opponent people. They are facing felonies. Now, whether they want to be a Republican felony or a Democrat felony, and you can call yourself what you want in jail, but they're going to call you DOC 56934. Not Republican, not Democrat. You're a name and a number.
Yeah.
In closing, I hope and pray that you can support my campaign. I hope and pray that you can follow me and pray for me because I'm in a fight for my life. And I only want to do one thing, and that's to make a difference and make change on the right side of history.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, it looks like we are done. Let's thank Mr. Andre for coming out and sharing some talking points and discussing what happened to him from, the Democratic Party. Of course, we know behind it, but thank you for sharing your experiences. Okay, Ruby, talking about Pentecostal preacher.
Well, tell her to give me my what is it? Tell her to give me my
Ruby, man, this chat. Oh, this chat keeps me going. I'm telling you.
So she gonna label me a Pentecostal preacher, not a Baptist preacher or a Church of Christ.
Hey, you're gonna be in 2 more hours, and boom. Hey, you don't get out with them Pentecostals. Oh my God! So
I think I'm the sanctified of the sanctified.
Hey, in my closing, I'm with Gina. I'm sorry if I missed your comments, but boy, there's been a lot of comments here. Gina said
good.
MAGA forever, and I'm with. If I could vote for President Trump again, I would. But we know that is not possible. But again, thank you. We invite, people from different backgrounds on the platform. Some people want to, they're busy. Some people are like, no, because it's not, a Democratic channel. But hey, that's fine. Yeah, Tina, yeah, 100%. I tell everyone before they come on so they know. So when they start seeing some of these questions in the comments, hey, Mr. Smith, didn't I told you we're what? I told you we were MAGA. This is a MAGA channel. I told
you. Yeah. I said I'm on. I'm not afraid to come on a mega station.
No,
they're human beings.
Hell yeah, we're human beings. Hey, we're not aliens. But yeah, we do thank you for coming on, and I hope that the destruction of your property stop. So my goodness, maybe by them being arrested, maybe that will stop. Prosperity says it's not about MAGA, it's about truth. Yeah. So
I like that. I told you I like Prosperity.
Yeah, well, we dropped her channel link in the chat. So if you go over to her channel, she is our boots on the ground. Okay. She's at those city council meetings. She's calling out Johnson. She's calling out the crooked aldermen, all the people who are bought and paid for. Just check her channel out. Ruby, drop her link again, please.
Well, I don't know about how to get in that, but as long as
it's on your phone,
as long as Prosperity is on the right side of history, I'm 100% in support of what she do.
Yeah, well, she is on the right side of doing what's right for the people of Chicago, because what they're trying to do to thank you, Ruby. Anyone who's not subscribed, if you look on your phone, Mr. Smith, you'll see that's our great sister. If I told you, if you go back, she's been on the show several times. She is the boots on the ground. She's there. She's fighting, trying to stop these people. Yes, Prosperity. She's on the side. Yeah. So she calls it out. She comes on and explains what was going on. She gets footage until it got crazy. She was out there live streaming with what was going on at the Broadview facility and beyond. Gina, it's about MAGA. We want to make America great again. Yes, we do. Both American values, yeah. And so.
So let me ask you a question before we close.
Okay.
I want to ask you a question. So, making America great again, what do that look like? For me, I hear people saying that. What do that look like?
For me,
to me, your Make America Great Again. Wait. Okay, wait. So, your Make America Great Again is a different look from other people Make America Great again.
I can only tell you what it means to me. So,
but shouldn't it be the same for everybody if it's really Make America Great Again?
Not really,
because individual.
We're all individuals. So how I feel Make America Great Again is not going to necessarily be we may have some of the same precepts, but I may have some things that Greg doesn't have, and he may have some things that I may not have. Is that because we're all individuals? For me, making America.
But that ain't how it works. That ain't how it works.
In my opinion,
the author is not, no disrespect, is not about your opinion. The author and the creator of the theme or the language Make America Great Again dictate on what they believe America should be in their title and their theme, Make America Great Again. So individuals that say the same thing that the author says, they have to line up and understand and should be able to say what the author says the image of Making America Great Again look like.
But again, we're all individuals. So it's going to, let me tell you, in my eyes, and again, I know
some of the Americans probably like really, they probably really in the chat like blah, after something like that. But once again, we're talking about truth. And you tell me that I'm wrong.
No. I'm just telling you my personal views. It makes to me America, if we could put Americans first, because under the Democrats, Americans are always rear of the line. So I'm just telling you how I feel personally. Bring American jobs back that were shipped overseas thanks to Bill Clinton and NAFTA. And so things like that, like I said, putting Americans first, especially our veterans, our elderly. I don't like what has happened. And again, Connie, maybe, we talk because, I have a lot of Connie, other people. Some of us have different views. Some of us have the same views on different topics that we discuss. But to me, that's how you can make America great again. Take care of Americans first.
So I'm concerned with our seniors, right? I'm concerned with our seniors getting the just that's due to them, because they've been out here and they have paved the way for us, and they are being neglected and being taken advantage of and being taxed out of their nursery homes, and they got to pay rent and medicine, so they don't even have any money for food. So would that fall up under Make America Great Again?
Well, again, we're putting Americans first again, because spending.
So would that fall up under Make America Great Again?
If you're putting Americans first, yes.
And I'm talking about our seniors.
Yes,
I'm talking about our seniors that's on fixed income, and they only have $15 to get something to eat because of the medicine and all of that.
The billions that you gave to not me,
not me.
Brandon Johnson, the great emperor, gave to the people, not you. Those billions of dollars could have taken care of poor Chicagoans, elderly, veterans, all of that. So
I agree with that. I agree. You're right.
That's putting America. That's putting America first, and to me, that would make America great again. Take care of American citizens, and that's just where we are with that, in my opinion. And America, to me, I think my girl said it. America's gotten away from God, and until you get back close, try to get back with God, things are going to continue to fall apart. But I mean, we're trying to pull things together now.
So let me ask you this:
wait a minute. I believe the providential hand of God saved President Trump for a time like this. Go ahead.
Well, let me ask you this, and I know we're about to get off.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of megas finna really hit the roof and put in a whole lot of tagline. Do the megas and the Trump supporters believe in reparations?
None on my channel. I don't know. I do not. I don't believe it.
So let me ask you this. Hold on. So people that was raped, robbed, and stolen and brought over here to do free labor, that's disconnected from their great-grandmother and their ancestors, that carried a slave master last name Johnson, Jones, and Sullivan, you don't think that the debt need to be repaired for them to find out who they are?
Sir.
Well, now I'm sir.
Mr. Smith, this is now you have to understand who I follow. Dr. Thomas Sowell. And he's written over 40 books. If you want to know where I get my ideology from, and Walter Williams. Okay. So when people tell me about reparations, what I tell them, this is my opinion. You need to go to Africa first. They sold their brethren and sisterin into slavery. It would not have been possible had they not sold their brethren and after tribal wars. That's what they did for the trinkets that the Europeans were bringing them. So what I tell people who are here in America asking for reparations, I say you need to go to Africa. And they always say no, they're just asking America. And I have a problem with that, because Africa is responsible for it. I didn't experience slavery. We can't continue to look in the rearview mirror, right? And so I'm looking forward. I'm out here working. I'm at the end of my teaching career, so I'm good. But I don't. Can
I ask you a question?
Yes.
In closing?
Yes.
So do you believe that Afro-Americans Americans, so-called descendants of slave or whatever title people want to give them, do you believe they are damaged from the slavery process that took place?
We are so many generations removed from slavery. Now, again, let me say this. Yes, slavery was a horrible institution. Prosperity, I'm going to get you. Slavery was a horrible institution.
What she say? What Prosperity say?
Prosperity said, when are you
going? What she say? What she say?
When are you closing? I can't do it. I tell you, this chat, I love them. I can't do anything with this chat. Listen.
She said, when am I what?
She asked me, when am I closing? But listen, I say this. Yes, it was a horrible institution. I was never enslaved. And again, where did it start? In Africa. That's for people who want reparations need to go to Africa. And if they do that, they may disappear. They're not going to give them one thin dime. And again, you have to, I don't know if you've read any of Thomas Sowell's books, but when I read his books, I'm like, that makes sense to me.
Oh, it makes sense.
It makes sense to me to ask that we don't deserve them. I'm saying.
So you can read something and it may make sense and it may be contrary or contradicting something of your belief.
No, I wasn't sure where I stood on it. I've read his book, Walter Williams, another well-known conservative, RIP, other conservative. And so, but this Thomas Sowell really does it for me. And then I've been watching Larry Elder since I was in college because he was always on Fox News. So, yeah, it makes sense to me. Like I said, when you look at the history, it started in Africa. So you need to go ask Africa for reparations.
Because it makes sense. Do that mean that is right?
No, because that's my opinion. And you know how our opinions are. Someone else may feel differently. So that's my.
So let me ask you a question, and I know we're going to close. My last question is, if you find out that slavery was unjust and unfair and unlawful, and that the damage that has occurred through generation after generation, that a debt need to be repaired, and that contradict your Republican views, where would you stand at?
I still say no reparations. Black Americans were doing better prior to the civil rights movement. I told you, I'm a well-read person, and we were doing better prior to. We were moving up. You need to see the stat. Dr. Thomas Sowell has I've seen the receipts, and so yeah. I still say, I mean, some of the people in the chat agree with me, some don't, but hey, yeah. Not one.
You mean to tell me, wait a minute, hold on, I know we supposed to be closed. Now, this is a mega station.
Yes, sir.
You mean to tell me some of the megas disagree with you?
Well, I have some MAGA here. This is primarily MAGA, but I have a few Democrats in here too.
Oh, okay. Oh, now the station is, you got some Democrats in there.
It's a MAGA. I have a couple of people because they're respectful, so everyone's welcome. But you know, it's primarily MAGA though. I don't believe in DEI, affirmative action, any of that. And to me,
we're talking about reparations.
Yeah, that. But I'm just saying, I just saw it flash in my eyeballs here. But to me, those are tools from the Democratic Party to every time it's time for a vote, let's have a reparations commission. And this is my thing. It's a banana in the tailpipe. When you flooded this country with millions of illegals, you didn't have any commission, you didn't have any committee, you just cut the checks. So it's a farce. It's a joke. So
you believe they just need to cut the checks?
No, they've already cut enough checks, and they all went to.
You know that was a trick question,
right? I know what you're doing.
That was a trick question. I'm trying to get you.
Hey, I'm just saying. If Black Americans can't see, you're not getting any reparations. if they were going to give you something, then you need to watch my video, what they did in California. They're not giving you anything. It's a joke. Every time it's time to vote, let's have this reparations committee. There were no committee meetings held. When the illegals flooded this country, they cut checks. So it's a joke. It's a tool. It's a ruse by the Democratic Party. So no. And they do anything they can to try. And I don't agree. The NAACP, Congressional Black Caucus, all that needs to be disbanded. They're on the same Democratic agenda.
Then if they disband all of that, then who would speak for Black people?
They're not speaking for me. They're speaking for immigrants. That's a bonus. Black Americans.
Now, who just dropped that bomb? No, I'm just joking.
Hey, you know, if you're not an immigrant, you can forget. Trump needs to disband all of them. And now they got this fake Black Panther Party crap, and the guy's not even Black. Get out of here. Everything's a joke. They're trying to get Black people out in the streets protesting with their enemies. I'm not doing it. These
You're not gonna do
it? No. No, them Somalis. Hey, me no Black. Now the Black people are coming more. No, I'm good.
Well, let me ask you a question. I know I say, what if they grab you and mistake you? Yeah,
I'll show them my ID and do what I got to do. And I'm not going to be
an opportunity because they grab you and put handcuffs on you.
I'll say, sir, let me show you my ID.
They just come grab you. But would the MAGA people come and stand with you after you've been assaulted and falsely arrested?
I don't think that will happen because when they pull you over, they run your plate. They're going to see who I am. I'm a citizen, but like I said, I will be respectful. Let me show you. They're going to ask for ID, and I'm going to share it with them. So I don't have any issues. And plus, school I've been at 25 years, so I'm well known in the community. So that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that.
Excellent.
But yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's all I have for you, and I've enjoyed you, and
I enjoyed you all.
Yeah, and I don't know if you paid attention. I've done shorts on this. Some of these Black people who were detained, some of them were belligerent. So look, as I tell my students, look, just comply. Here's my ID. You start cursing, you're escalating the situation. For what? You're a citizen, show them your ID. Does that make sense?
I agree and disagree because the damage that has been done to our people, that they goes into shock and they repeat the history of being misabused, or so the things that people go into once you grab them, they go, just like a battered woman. You can't just grab someone because a young kid that's growing up seeing his mother beat, and then when he get old and you yell, you elevate your voice, you're going to throw him into shock and put him right back into that incident.
Now that you mention that, that's what happened with the ICE officer that shot Renee Good. He had already been drugged by an illegal alien trying to escape. So when she started moving her vehicle towards him, I think he snapped, because he had already been run over and drugged.
Well, one thing for sure, I will tell you, I am not commenting on that.
I know, but I will.
At all.
And then Don Lemon going in there. I know you can't comment because you're running for office. Going into church now, they're trying to charge him. So, Ruby said, "I've been Black all my life."
Well, those are places of worship. And the thing about it, people.
Did you hear what I said about Ruby? I've been Black all my life. Ruby's around. I have never had an altercation with the police. Anytime I'm pulled over, I take out my license.
That's good.
Ma'am, sir.
Hey, it depends on what city. Tell her to come on to Chicago. Come and hang out a little while. I got a I got a spot right on across the street from 87 and Western. I would love for her to go over there and just drive a little bit.
Hey, no, hey, my skin, my body is used to not having bullet wounds. No, I'm not coming to Chicago. Till they get that crime under control.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyway, yeah, thank you for coming on and sharing your views and yeah, we enjoyed you. So
well, I enjoyed you all too. You know,
yeah, I hope that they stop stealing and defacing your property because you are losing money. But yeah, let us know how it goes, and maybe we'll talk to you in the future.
Yes, when I'm the commissioner.
When you're the commissioner,
yes.
The commish. All right. Well, you have a good evening.
Thank you all, and to the Mega family, and you keep hope alive. I know Jesse Jackson said that, and I know Jesse is a Democrat, but just think of the theory and the language that he said, keep hope alive. That don't mean that, you can't adopt it. So, thank you all. That was a joke, but thank you all so much for being patient and shooting your questions at me. I really enjoyed the time that we spent. And just think about it. If we took the titles away, it'd be a better place. Because at the end, it's only truth and false. It's only right and wrong. And every person deserves an opportunity and a good chance with the right resources to be able to make it. Thank you all so much. I'm Andre Smith, running for Cook County Commissioner in 2nd District.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. How you doing, folks? I'm still here. Let me go back. Okay. We see they show your post. My girls. Hey, look, I will. I think one of you typed for me to come back. But I did. Yeah, it's just me here now, Prosperity. But I told him, that this was a MAGA channel. So yes, I know. You know how we do. I have a title. We segue into different topics. That's how we've always done that, right? Yeah, and Michael, now type your comments. Now that I'm not trying to look to 2 or 3 different things, we need a private screen meetup. Nemo, if you want to do that, I told you we could do a Google Meet or a Zoom, or those of you who have TikTok, we can do a live TikTok, and I can play music. But send me an email. I think she's from the what is it? Illinois Democratic Women's Party or something like that, I think. Gina, he just wanted to come on and share with us what his Democratic opponent had done, had paid thugs to destroy his campaign materials, and he wanted me to share that. Nikki or whoever, send me an email. I don't mind doing that. Gina, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to punish you, love. Nemo, and I tell people before they come on here, he asked me, Prosperity. I tell people before they come on so that they're not blindsided. This is a MAGA channel. Yes, we do have a Democrat here or there who is respectful, and they come every now and then, but my girls. And so, but I tell people so that they're not blindsided. This is a MAGA channel. Gina, will you forgive me? Lanita, yeah, I couldn't, that's why I said I couldn't even live there. Gina, you still, yeah. And Gina, I've asked other Dems to come on and they said no. So we don't mind them coming on. We may not agree with their ideology, but I make the offer. So you can't just say I only have on conservatives. She didn't send me. Did she text me? I don't think Prosperity wanted to come on. She normally text. Let me see. Did she send me a text? No, she did not send me a text. Normally she sends me a text when she wants to come on. I sent her the link. She would have got started. We'd still be on here. Prosperity. And I was trying to talk to Prosperity before we got on, but I was running around just busy, and you know what's going on with our weather here. So I was trying to make sure everything was good. Okay, okay. Prosperity is in the back now. Hold on. Let me bring her on. Hold on. Copy. All right. Let me send this to her. Uh-oh. Now, you know, she sets it off when she comes on. So don't go anywhere, people. Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm sending her the link now. Okay, Prosperity. Check your email. All right. So Prosperity will be here momentarily. I'll stay on if you want me to. Nemo! All right, Betty, him and the lady that you had on your short today from The View that was saying she saw people. That was Pam Grier. She was famous during the 70s. She had a lot of she was in those black exploitation movies. Yeah, and when you look at her age, and I don't know if she's having some dementia, but it just wasn't factual information. Connie, yes. Him, yeah, that's Pam Grier, Betty. She was a big-time actress in the 1970s. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Uh-oh. Dementia, but it just wasn't factual. Connie, yes. Him, yeah, that's Pam Grier, Betty. She was a big-time actress in the 1970s. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Uh-oh. Turn the volume down, sis. Down, sis. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Turn the volume down, sis.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
My girls, what did she think? People weren't going. She was born in 49. So I don't know. She didn't think people were gonna. I don't know. Some people say she may have dementia, or I don't know.
How y'all doing?
What's up, Miss Prosperity? You on? You good? Hello?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good now. The echo is gone.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Betty said, I grew up.
I had to put my headphones on and switch my.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. She said, oh, they were asking me about the.
What the hell was that?
Uh-oh.
What the hell was that?
I knew I was going to have to do. I knew. Somebody help me with this sister here. Somebody help me. Can you hear? Yeah, she can hear me. So look. Florence.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Question.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Okay.
What was that?
Oh, okay. Let me tell you. Mama, let me tell you. So he's running for the 2nd district. He's running to be a county commissioner. So yes, Lanita, I can't control Mama. Mama does what she wants to do. That's just how it goes. So he came on. You missed the first part. So we were just talking about, if you do the replay, he's running for county commissioner. Then Michael Scott, a former alderman, that's what I was trying to get in contact with you, but I was trying to get ready for this live. Michael Scott, a former alderman, paid some thugs to go and destroy and deface, what did he say, $3,000-$4,000 worth of his campaign equipment. I showed a video. They were arrested. And
wow.
then for debasing and destroying his campaign equipment. So I played the video.
But why?
Betty. Woo! Boy, this chat. I warned people.
My girls, I know it was.
What did my girl say?
My girls, I know it was. When I jumped online, I said, what the hell is this? What is this? And then that AJ, I hope your ass still on here, because I got some words for you. First of all, you don't tell me what the hell I do with any kind of typing that I sent through. I asked you about goddamn 15 questions. You ain't answered not one. So your punk ass gonna sit up there and keep putting all that bad talk up in the chat. Talk now. This is what I'm talking about. People want to hide behind the freaking camera. See, I'm trying to use my words wisely before this. Please keep me on a track that I don't want to go on. But see, they get behind these freaking screens, and then they want to talk that crap. Don't come in here and check me. Woo!
Well, see, I don't know why, and I don't. So all I type is all caps, because a lot of the content creators that I follow who are on TikTok or YouTube, they're older and they can see it quicker if it's all caps. So they know I'm not.
Exactly. Right. I did that. Not because I was screaming. I know what the hell that means in corporate world. Obviously, you don't know who the hell channel you on.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Somebody say a prayer, please.
No, don't get these ninjas on here trying to check my. Know what the hell I deal with up in this goddamn place. Lord forgive me.
I told them you are Apple. So look at everybody was like, uh-oh, here she go. You got Greg hiding behind with the hand in front of the eye. You got Greg. Look at Greg.
Those ninjas don't get in my god. Ooh. That she obviously didn't. He, whatever it is, didn't know who the hell they were talking to. First of all, I don't play that crap. She must not be from Chicago because she would have got her head checked.
Yeah, well,
we don't play that. That disrespect crap don't play out here.
Like I said, I told him.
Tell you what to do.
Yeah, I told him what the deal was. He still wanted to come on, but I told him, and he explained to me, which I told him I already know about dirty Chicago politics. Florida said, I love you, Prosperity.
Love you too, my sister. I love all my sisters and brothers out here, but these little ninjas that be coming on here thinking they checking somebody. Oh, see me down at city council. I'll see you down there. Talk to me down there. Say that crap down there. Tell somebody how to run their channel. Get your own damn channel and run it.
Oh, Lord.
No niggas don't be coming on here talking that crap to me. That's why I asked 15 freaking questions to help I can't answer one. She got to show, she can make all these comments. She, he, it, whatever it is. Don't get on here and make all those comments trying to tell somebody how to direct themselves. Baby, I'm professional. 6 figures. Who the hell are you talking to?
Uh-oh. Woo!
No, they better take that crap back down to City Hall with Brandon. That's why I know these bleeps are some fakes. Can't even answer one damn question. One damn question. That's why the ass is running. Lord, forgive me. Oh, glory to God. That's why they running. That's exactly why they run. He gonna bring on here talking about, oh, I knew I was coming on here with this and this and that. Then why you come out here like a punk and ain't answer nothing? Why you ain't give no responses? Why you ain't give nothing but some BS like Brandon Johnson?
Michael, I normally send her the studio link when she texts me and asks me to, so.
No, I didn't ask for it while that person was on here because you know I'd have ripped them a new a-hole. Yeah.
But
so I'm trying.
And I know we were trying to find out some, because I told him before, because we talked on the phone, and I said, he told me why he has to run as a Democrat, but I said, we're us being a MAGA channel, they're gonna question you, and how are you gonna pull? And I told him about you primarily, because since you're right there in Chicago. I said, she's fighting so that the property taxes don't go up. How can you pull someone like her who's down there at city council, who's fighting the mayor, who's fighting the alderman? Well, I said, what can you say to convince Prosperity and other people like her with her thought process to vote for you? So he was supposed, yes, we talked about what happened, the vandalism and the defacing of his property, but again, the questions that you guys were asking, if any of you who live in Chicago, like Doreen, they're going to want to know the answers to.
Exactly.
You're just another Democrat.
What we look like we some pieces, like we just full of bull that we just going to keep accepting this crap? We've been through the fire. Why the hell we gonna invite another one? I ain't vote for goddamn Brandon Johnson to begin with. Now, why he think that somebody is gonna accept him? And the ward that he was talking about is Pat Dow. Pat Dow got her hair so knee deep up Brandon's butt, it ain't even funny. Yep. It ain't even funny.
I didn't know who.
She's the one with the fight. Oh yeah, I knew who he was talking about when I asked him what alderman was he referencing, and he said the 3rd ward.
Oh my!
The 3rd ward is Pat Dow. Pat Dow is with the budget committee or the finance. It's one of those two. But irregardless, she constantly gives in to Brandon Johnson. Okay? Only this last time she didn't go with Brandon on that budget. And just so that y'all know, $200 million was allocated in that last budget. So them illegals are still getting our money. So they think that he gonna come on here and talk a smooth game? That wasn't even smooth. It was so much freaking deflection that it ain't even funny. He didn't even answer a question. And wait a minute, when somebody tells you, not to be disrespectful, that's all that's in their brain is they being disrespectful. Because that tells you right there, if you got to make that statement, then obviously what you're saying is going to rattle up some cages because you don't know how to deliver. You don't know how to deliberate. You don't know how to do any of that properly to the people who see through your BS. That's what that is.
Well, see, and I explained to him, because I know if you're running for office, you're limited. But like I said, if you're going to get people like you and who vote like you do, you're going to have to. We keep saying check my record, but we're asking you now. But you're telling us since you can't save it so much, or they won't vote for you. So.
What record though? Because see, checking a record don't mean nothing. I could be doing all these things before I get elected, and then when I get in office, get paid my 6-figure salary, then I'm turning on your ass. Well, that's what a lot of them do. So what record? He didn't even, his record addressed what he thought and what he's made out of based upon the question. What he wanted, some softball questions?
Well, I told him that. Hey, we need to know, but he said, I don't want to brag. That's not bragging. If you're trying to
brag
yourself,
you're supposed to brag on God. You're supposed to bring God before everything. You are not ashamed of God. So therefore, brag, that tells me that's the devil. Because see, the devil don't want to talk about God. See, when we talked about truth, truth is of God. Truth is not of the world. Facts are of the world. So he kept saying the truth. No, truth is not what you're talking, man. When I asked about the FBAs versus those abroad, okay, all of them, the THUGS. How do you answer that? Yeah.
Well, now
Meet me down there, council next meeting, boo. Friday, next in February. Go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead. Woo! I was
Gina. So we had a conversation on the phone. I talked to him earlier. I told him I was adamantly against reparations. I told him why. I didn't tell him about Thomas Sowell, but he knew that Nikki says he wanted people to assume everything so that he could say he never said anything. Yeah. So again, you're kind of on the fence then, right?
No, he's selling out. Because what you really stand for, you don't have a shame of at all to be able to express that. You will stand on your principles, irregardless of who think whatever they think. That's the reason why I kept saying it's a hell of a lot of deflection going on here. He's not answering those questions. And that AJ person on here ain't answering not one freaking question. Who are you? What is your purpose? Do you represent this person? Are you their campaign manager? Oh, I had all them questions up in your chat. But yet they can keep throwing out command. Miss Rolynn, did you read the rules? Did you read the Bible? That's why I asked. Who's running this here?
Yeah, well, I didn't see all of the comments because they were coming. Boy, you were whoo.
That's all right. We were handling it for you.
Okay.
We understand that you couldn't see all that, but guess who was?
Yeah.
And guess who was addressing it? And guess who wasn't getting answers back?
Well, I saw.
And guess who was calling out a bleep? Your title, like he kept saying, getting hung up on titles. See, as I was also putting in the chat, that it ties and aligns to your policies. What do you believe in?
I told him that whether you or me believes in titles like Democrat, Republican, independent, it doesn't matter if we like it or not. Those are the confines that we have to work in, because that's what the system is. Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's what. So you can't say, well, I know I don't want to call myself, but that's what you are.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. So.
He wasn't hearing any of that. Let me ask you another question. When the hell is this crap over with? When is he gone? Because all them questions that he kept asking you, it was just deterring and keep dragging it on. Guy, I've been done in 3 minutes. Discernment. 3 minutes of discernment. And after that, I don't need to hear no more. Because see, I know what the Holy Spirit is showing me. Now, y'all know I'm going to have to repent. I already repented, but I'm going to repent again because, see, it's ninjas like that make me end up going down that path. I don't like no goddamn demons coming over here trying to get you dissuade and portray this innocence of I'm this, I'm that, and not being honest. Yeah. I'll call out a liar. I don't care who you are, and don't give me that, I like that prosperity now. You know, Brandon tried that bull with me. Oh, yeah, prosperity. Don't give me that. Get to the question. Get to my answer.
And see, I'm glad, but we talked, and he said that he does not, because I don't remember who, because they were coming fast. Now, in our phone conversation, he told me he does not support illegal immigration. So I'm thinking, okay.
What's wrong with him saying that on here?
He won't. He wouldn't. So.
No. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, you're going to get your A behind the curtain. Here's my curtain. You see me? Do you see me?
Nope.
Do you see me? Of course not. And that's the same way I saw him. Behind the curtain. You're going to talk all of this behind the curtain, but now that you in the public, now your story changes. Those are the ones you better watch. Because if you ain't do it in public, then you better watch what they do in private.
Yes.
That is someone who is not forthcoming. And that's what answered everything for me.
Yeah, because
you don't even have to ask questions. If you get now all into your emotions when you're the candidate running for this office, what you gonna do when you get in the office?
Yeah, Greg.
When you don't like what somebody has to say about you.
Look at what Greg said, Sister Prosperity. You see it?
He was scared his opponent could use it against him. Well, Greg, if he ain't truthful, then his opponent do have something to use against him, because that means he's not being honest. Mumbling and fumbling. If he runs as dim, he condones illegal immigration, if not support it. Fact, Gina, fact.
Nikki says anyone that has to tap dance around whether or not he speak for and represent Freedmen, FBA's interests cannot be trusted. Okay, so the chat is in consensus with you.
Y'all see in my video, it's documented and recorded where I stand. I speak what I stand, and I say it publicly. If someone don't like it, I don't care, because I'm going to stand on my truth. And I go down there to City Hall and say it to the mayor's face. I'm not bringing nothing back. I ain't biting my words. I'm not trying to recall my words. What I speak to him are my truth. And if a politician can't get out here and speak their truth, because I got to suck up to the Democrats, I got to suck up to this person, suck up to that person. Who are you? Who are you is the question. So what he tell you on that phone, because I read into that when he said Chicago.
Yeah.
And was it, who was it? Was it P. Greg or was it Nemo that brought that up about being in Chicago? And he said, yeah, you were observant. Sir, soon as I hear the word Chicago, I'm honing in. What's up? What's up?
Right. I didn't.
You talking about running for a position?
Yeah. So yeah, that is yeah. Greg said he's playing both sides of the game.
Exactly.
Okay.
They ride the fence. They ride the fence, hoping that one side is going to be more powerful than the other side. But you know what we call that? You know what we call that, Greg? Flip-floppers. Yep, just like I called Jeanette Coleman out. The one that, oh, y'all saw the last one. When I had it out with the other alderman, the one who sits over here on this pocket, and she's the co-chair to the illegal immigrants, migrants. She's the co-chair on that committee. But our black people are going to vote for them. I'm going to vote for them. But our black people, our black children, our black this, our black that. But I'm going to vote for the illegals. Yeah, I'm going to put my vote on that $50 million. When she was literally bawling her tears out, trying to get us to be convinced, I'm like, you are fake.
Exactly.
So that's why you cannot trust these people. How they speak in public,
yes, ma'am,
when the recorder is on, will indicate who they are.
Yeah, well, this is true.
That's what's going to show the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of faking it in, oh, I just want to get into that position. I can get my 6-figure salary. Well, I ain't get my 6 figures by sitting up here being a phony and a fake. I got my 6 figures by the blessing of the Lord. He maketh rich, and he has no sorrow to it. So when he talked about the rich, yeah, and the money that they getting, and mega and this and that, I'm like, dude, do you not know God? Do you not know God?
Yeah.
Because he's the one that makes you rich, and there's no sorrow to it. But don't forget this now, Satan does bless. Satan blesses those who sell out their souls.
Yep. Yes,
so you got to know where your blessings come from.
Facts.
It's where it's at.
Yes, Michael, smiling faces. Yes.
I let nobody make me feel sorrowful for what I got, because what I got, I ain't turned my back on my people either, and any others. While I'm standing out here fighting for the common cause of no matter what your race is, right is right.
And we've seen
right is right. Now the last time I couldn't fight for that girl out there, the little white girl. I couldn't fight for her because I'm gonna tell you, she stood herself out there by the podium. She was antagonizing. Now, it's one thing you stand for what you believe in, but you don't go into a crowd of more than you and antagonize and then think I'm going to come in there because you were wrong. You agitated that.
You did. You started that. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. You agitated that. So no, I'm not coming to your defense for that purpose. I wasn't even led to come to her defense. My thing was, okay, Okay, you keep coming out here by yourself, and then you bring in your sign, and you're amongst a lot of hostile people.
Yeah.
So what do you expect is going to eventually happen? Because I ain't out here to be your protector now.
Yeah.
Let's do this with some common sense.
Yeah.
But she kept inching her way all the way to the podium.
Yeah.
Instead of off the side. And I got it captured in my video. And I said, girl, okay.
Okay.
That's
okay. And
but now,
okay. Did she wind up being okay?
She didn't even want to press charges.
Okay.
So that tells you what's going on.
Okay.
She had the opportunity to press charges, and she refused to. So
okay.
I'm out of it. I'm done.
Oh, okay. Well, like you said, she started it, so hey.
I'd have been like, Popo, they put their hands on me because, see, self-protection is another story.
Right.
Exactly why I keep my cameras running, because if I got to protect myself, you going to have the full story. It ain't going to be no he say, she say. It's going to be I said with the proof.
Are they still out there a lot protesting at the Broadwell facility?
No, that was a planned protest.
I mean, are they still out there in large crowds like they were before?
Not as much, no. And as a matter of fact, I haven't heard of the last time they was out there since that time I was out there.
Okay.
And y'all, and if you're seeing that last posting, that the repping, cussing rabbi, he was down there at City Hall when I was down there Wednesday. He was down there cursing.
Was he?
Oh yeah, I got him recorded.
Okay.
My cameraman, being my husband, he got him.
Oh my!
And I got him too. He down there cursing.
Oh.
And I'm like, wait a minute, that's the repping, cussing rabbi.
Well, I have it. You texted it to me. I'm going to look at that tonight. So I haven't looked at it yet, but I have it because running around, we had some bad weather, so I was trying to make sure.
Nah, you from Chicago?
Yeah, we were supposed. A lot of people around me have lost power, and I was trying to get my stuff together. So I have to get out of here because it's too cold to be in the house without heat. But thank God I still have power and internet.
Okay. Yeah, Jeremiah, you saw it. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I haven't, but I will when we get off from here.
Yeah, CJ. Mm-hmm. So let the truth be told. When they're coming on here talking the game, 3 minutes. It's usually 5, but God is expediting things with me.
Okay.
And I'm like, No. It was the tone. Let me tell y'all what I picked up.
Okay, go ahead.
It was the tone. It was not only the deflection, but the tone. See, the nonverbal body language. Also, when you are avoiding the questions with all of this talk, no. See, the type of person I am, I ask you a question, let's get to the answer. I ain't got time for all that pre stuff, okay? Let's hit right there on the head. My girls called it out as well. We want to get to the point.
Yeah.
We don't have time for all of that. Yes, Nemo was definitely condescending. Definitely condescending.
Yeah.
When somebody say, like I said, pay attention. Like I said, I have cut down many of people for saying that to me. Like I said. Because when I turn back around and say, like I said, now they get offended. Oh, but you didn't think I took yours offensive?
Right.
So sometimes you got to teach them better than you can tell them.
Yep.
And he said, like I said several times. He also said, I don't want to offend you. I don't want to, no disrespect. Yeah. When you saying no disrespect, that means you're coming off disrespectful.
Well, this is true.
So if you don't need to come off with saying no disrespect, then change your tone, change your wording, change what you're doing. Instead of saying that and say, You accept this for how I tell you, although I'm not giving you any disrespect. No, you're giving me nothing but disrespect.
Yeah, look at what Florida has an excellent statement. I think it was okay you having him on the show. Listening to him reaffirmed what we already know about their twisted ideology and evasive character when facing good questions. Now you get a truth bomb for that.
Boom. Boom, Florida. My sister, boom. Yes.
Now, Michael also agrees with you, said he was extremely condescending, like he was better than us. That's what Michael says.
That's the mentality that they have because they put themselves on podiums. They put themselves up there above you to think that they're better than you when they talk like that. That's the indicator to say, hell no. Not just no. Hell no.
But hey, don't I give everyone, you can come on. Look, whoever comes on here, Democrat or conservative, I tell them about our family and how we operate, our MO. So it should be no shock, that the questions that were being asked, this being a MAGA channel, those are questions you're going to get, right?
CJ, yes.
What is CJ?
Yes. He didn't even know about progressive. What is progressive? And then that's when, I know you didn't see my question on that part when I said like Brandon Johnson.
I did not.
I know you didn't see it. I know. That's why I was putting it in caps so that I can try to throw something so you can catch some of the stuff. Because I know when these comments come in, like when I'm on live, y'all, I don't be ignoring you. The thing is that you can barely see a lot of the comments. Sometimes I can see the names. I have to go to my other phone and look into the comments so I can be able to respond to you. But if I'm in the middle of capturing something that is some hot topic, then I'll get back to you. But I want to make sure y'all get the full 411, 911, 611, and that 311, but 911 for sure. So you can capture that. No, this is not just talk. This is a reality of what you're seeing, what's going on down here.
So rest assured, we can say you won't be voting for Mr. Smith.
Hell no. You still on here watching? See, AJ? And I'll make sure to make that word go around too, AJ, since you on here getting guidance. Let me give you some guidance. Learn how to talk to the constituents that could potentially be out here supporting your party. You got that?
Well, that's why I was trying to get him to share his conservative view, because like I've already told him.
He had none.
And now he told me he did not support the illegal immigration, so Lanita said he did believe in the victim mentality. Before we came on, he asked what my thoughts were in reference to. So
Lanita said it.
I was being transparent when we talked on the phone. I told him I did not believe in reparations. But then he told me why we should get them, and I said I don't believe that. So I mean,
I don't. Okay, here's where I stand. Here's where I stand. I don't care what title you call it, but my goddamn tax dollars need to come back to me. I don't care how you got to bring them back.
That's not your money you work for. Yeah, all the billions of dollars they gave the illegals give you your money back. That's not reparations.
I don't care what title they put on that. I want my money. Hey, y'all, I have flown to New York to get my money, okay? When this dude thought he was going to rob me out of my money, I got on a flight. I guarantee you I got my money. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Look, you know me. Yeah, Ruby has a valid point. He started interviewing me there at the end. He started asking me questions.
That's what I said.
But he already knew those answers because we talked about that on the phone. Like, I don't know why he asked about reparate. I've already told you I don't believe in them.
That's what I was saying in the chat. He got all these questions, but he sure don't have no answers. What's up? When you gonna end this thing with him? It was like
somebody said
coasting them along.
Pentecostal.
Coasting them along, just coasting along. You know you were babying him. You should have just took the goddamn pacifier out of the mouth and moved on.
I started to, but he wasn't answering questions anyway.
Lord, forgive me. Praise the Lord.
He
I got to
did.
repent again. Because this ninja, huh? Woo!
Hey, and he wouldn't answer and as you notice, the questions that I did catch in the comment section, he didn't answer any. So I was like, what the heck?
You got to check let me see this. You got to check your attitude, Miss Prosperity, or you come off uneducated, simple, passed off chart. Change your tone. That's what your mama would say. Change your tone. So
Joe, get a life. Joe, nuts.
Guess what, Joe? I'm not broke. So however I come off, that's my prerogative. And if you don't like it, you also know that too. Okay? I'm not here to appease and please. I stand for righteousness and I stand for justice. So however my tone comes off, that's my tone. And it will remain my tone. Thank you.
Michael. Yeah, Joe, now you know Florida just timed you out, so calm down, okay? Michael, Democrats know that blacks will never get reparations. That's what I knew he was Michael, we talked about that. It's the proverbial banana in the tailpipe. You're not getting anything. Every time they want a vote from black people, they start talking reparations. And that's why you heard me bring that up to him.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do
sure
it.
do.
They didn't have a commission. When they brought these illegals here, they just cut the checks.
Okay, Joe. Okay, explain yourself. Because, see, I will clap back. And you know that.
Joe, now Joe, see, he calming down. Now just messing with you is how I play with you. All right, Joe, you know she'll cut you up now. But yeah, I'm not changing my stance on how I feel. He knew how I felt. I shared it with him. I told him what this channel was. This channel is not changing. We're full MAGA, but he,
Now he need to go pander to his folks. You know, those who's on the plantation.
Yeah, because we are not on the Democratic plantation.
No, he's saying, okay, so and then here's another thing he said. Okay, if you are Republican, then you should be all for reparations is basically what he said. But that's why I kept putting in the comments, what Democrats signed off on it?
None. Democrats use that as a voting tool. They're not going to give you anything. And I told you, Prosperity, I don't know if you were here for that video, what Gavin Newsom did in California. He pretty much sabotaged that reparations bill. And then the legislative Black Caucus in California, which needs to be disbanded, they went to him before he threw a monkey in their plan. But they said, if you okay this bill, we want money to go here, 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 here. None of that money was going to Black people. Stop it. It's all rules. It's all fraud.
Let me tell you the BS here. Chicago, Brandon Johnson gave $500,000 for the studies of reparation to a Stephanie Coleman, Miss Beauty Queen, that likes to wear everything that's fashionable and with a brand name on it. Put the two together. What the hell is that $500,000?
Yeah.
Because I questioned, where is the money, Brandon? Where are the products of this, Brandon? There's no results that came behind this. Yeah. So where did that $500,000 go? Or you just giving it to your girl? Okay.
Probably in someone's bank account.
Your girl, okay? The one that comes with her boobs exposed to the city hall meetings. Your girl. The one whose mama and daddies are pastors. Your girl. Come on, put all that connected together and find out where that $500,000 went. Because like I said to him, and she was sitting right there, we don't see none of that in our community. We don't see none of that. None of it. And you had this money for over a year now? Yeah. So what's the deal? It take over a year to do your studies after everybody done studies for over the last century or so?
They've been doing, how many years have they been doing reparation studies? But
Okay.
you flooded this country with all those illegals. There were no studies,
No.
just checks cut. That's it.
They cut checks for every other nationalities. I don't know about, I don't recall whites getting cut checks for anything of that sort, but I do know of other color people of color, pink, yellows, and everything else that got checks cut. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. Because when it comes down to the black race, and I'm going to just keep it 100, the black race, they don't see us as worthy or earning of anything. They tell you to put yourself up by your bootstraps. When you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, then they want to come condemn and tear down. Then they use our own freaking people to do the same thing for us, called the overseers. The ones who want to rip you apart and keep you suppressed, oppressed, and depressed for trying to make yourself to come in a better position where those who will turn back and help those trying. See, I don't do handouts, but I do hand ups.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Let me show you how I did this. Let me show you how to get this done. How to get that done. I'll show you how I was successful. And I want you to do it because, see, when you start doing handouts, so y'all know this about the Bible, handouts is saying that you are their God. That's what handouts mean. Hand ups mean that I will help support you to get on your feet, to do better, and to have like I have or like that person have. Because God is not a respecter of man nor color.
Right.
So what's keeping us back? I'm going to tell you. Ourselves keep ourselves back. And then us trusting in these overseers who don't mean us no good, that holds us down. And when we stop trusting, that's why when you kept using the word trust, just like I told my daughter on my ride back when I just came back from with her, because I thought we was gonna have an incident while we was outside when we had gone to get some stuff that she went to pick up. I came outside her vehicle and I saw a red truck pull up behind us, and I got out the vehicle like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Because are you what you trying to do? Because I'm watching them. They got all these tinted windows and everything. Because I told my daughter, I said, you need to keep your eyes on everything around you.
You better.
You cannot just trust of people. Watch. Then the truck started following us, and then I said, okay. Okay. You know what time it was, right?
Yes, I do.
Then they did a U-turn. Then she asked me, are you okay now? I said, see, no, I don't play with that. I've already been in a circumstance where 3 cars hemmed me up. Right. And I told y'all about that story. Yeah. And I said, God, if this is the way it got to go down, let's do it. I had no fear. I had anger. Because I'm like, anything going down today, it'll be God's will.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going to stand there and allow you to do anything just because you feel like it. So right. That's why I said I was out with my daughter. Then I come in and then I said, let me see. I know Rose says she's online. She's going to be on today if she got power. So I jumped on here and I saw you on here and I'm like, okay, what the hell? Oh, yeah, you did say that this was happening because I didn't get a chance to see your text. Okay. So when I saw I was on there, I'm like, what the hell?
I tried to tell you, but I couldn't get you.
Lanita, you okay? I don't even have to spell it out. Y'all can tell the type of person I am. Okay.
Yeah.
Step around to find out.
That's right. For all the money that the Democrat Party has given for reparation studies, they could have given reparation. Exactly. They have no intentions.
500,000 would have been a quick drop in the bucket.
Yep. Black Democrats.
That was a quick drop in the bucket.
Yep, Black Democrats are the enemy of the black race.
And that's why I said, when I'm going and speaking, I'm speaking on behalf of Americans. And then I am going to be specific about the black community because I see how they dogging out the black community. But when it comes down to the fairness, I'm speaking for all Americans over illegals. I don't even speak up for illegals. Anything I tell them to do, take your butt back home. Get out of the country.
Oh, yeah.
Like I had to tell these next door to me.
Right.
Because when they come over here talking about property and my fence, oh, you better check yourself.
Oh yeah, before you wreck yourself. Wasn't that a song?
Because see, this is what I said. There's no assimilation. It's domination because they've been given that endorsing a power to say, hey, stand up for yourself. Did I tell y'all, and y'all probably already heard about this, is that they had even, one of the judges had even granted them rights to have the Second Amendment. I said, okay. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
He's Michael said prosperity. Michael said that guy, Mr. Smith, is probably talking about Rolynn and us like garbage now to his Democrat friend. Well, like, hey, Michael, I told him.
I don't care.
He knew. He knew full. I always have full disclosure. CJ, he acted like he didn't know he was talking to MAGA until I asked the conservative values question. And so, yeah, so like I said, all of you who are normally here when I'm live, I don't care what the title says. We talk about a lot of different things. We start off, once we cover the title, we segue into something that's trending, something else that's going on. We do that every time we're live. So
did you see Citizen Kane's message? The word around City Hall is that Chicago's reparation task force is paused.
Oh,
see, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm saying. They ain't had no intentions on doing nothing for reparations.
wow.
Use that as a point to try to get blacks on board. Like, oh, we're gonna get some money. We're gonna get some money. Oh, they looking into it, y'all. Fall for that BS.
Every time. That's why I said, what if the Democrats wanted to give you something, Barack Obama was in office for 12 years, 2 on paper and 4 on paper. So if they were going to give you in his first term, he had the Senate and the Congress, the House. So stop it. So he didn't do anything, and he had the opportunity. So
right, Michael,
that should have been a red flag for you. You're not getting anything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get Madison.
And yes to Ruby. Ruby, we asked reasonable questions. It was nothing difficult about those questions. The problem with those, Ruby, the problem with those questions is it would bring out the truth.
Right.
That's the problem. It wasn't the questions. It's about what you really stand on. Who are you? When somebody want to deflect, and you can ask Citizen Kane about deflection, because he deals with it all day long with Brandon Johnson.
Oh my God.
But when you talk about asking the real questions, that's why Citizen Kane gets up there and asks the questions that are not softball questions. He and I have come to an agreement that we ain't going to piddle paddle around this bull. Just hit this target right on the head. I started off at City Hall. He closed it up at the press conference. They call it the post pressers.
Yeah.
So we come at him from every angle because we want to know, we want people to see what is the reality. What is the truth? See, the only way you're going to get the truth is you got to ask the real questions. And and here's another thing, y'all, that I called out. The pauses behind those questions. Brandon Johnson does that with Citizen. He does those pauses. Like, okay, let me see how to answer this question. I want to answer it where I sound like I got some common sense, like I'm doing something right, that I'm on y'all side, that I got y'all back. But in the meanwhile, I'm over here screwing you bleeps in the back.
Yep, every time.
Take the dagger and start twisting it.
Mike, look at Michael's comment. Oh my God, Michael.
What Michael say?
Michael said
he was surprised that we were highly intelligent. Okay.
Dealing with Democrats. Those are facts.
That's what he thought, Michael.
When you come on this MAGA channel, you better have it together because we know what's going on. I warned him, but okay.
And it's like you said, not everybody on here is MAGA.
No.
You don't have to be MAGA. The point being is that you are using your policies, your beliefs for what's good for the humankind.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much as saying Trump, because Trump is a man.
That's
Trump is a
right.
man that is being utilized by God to do the work that he needs to be revealed.
Oh yeah.
He's the only one that is bold enough that will take the stance out there and
right.
make the truth be revealed.
Oh yeah. Greg
So
said
therefore,
look what Greg said, Prosperity. Greg said he thought his opponent was watching. He didn't want to answer anything that could hurt his chances and can be used against him in the campaign or
call a spade a spade. That's
yeah.
it, P. Greg. A spade a spade.
Lanita,
We all saw through that.
yeah. He thought he was dealing with a ghetto ratchet crowd, Lanita.
And see, sis, I wanted to come on, but I said, ooh, I know if I get on here, it's going to be lit up.
Yeah.
Because I would have been throwing out them questions, and I sure would have had my questions for AJ. Okay?
I know it. That's why I told you someone instead of comment, why didn't you let Prosperity? I said she normally texts me and tells me when to send her a link. I said she didn't do that. So.
I got constraint, y'all. I've learned some constraint. Okay.
Every time you text me and tell me to send you the studio link, I do it, don't I?
Oh, you sure do.
All right. So I
do.
Green. When I get the green light, that's when I send it. But
that's when y'all know it's on.
Yeah. And I really
but I had to hold constraint. If I was on here, I wouldn't have held constraint.
Yeah. But that's
so
fine because I told you I was trying to get in contact with you before he came on, but like I said, you were busy because I wanted to know if you were aware of him, and I wanted to know if I didn't know if things were going to go south the way they did, but I wanted to know if since he did not support illegal immigration, would you check into him and see what because like I said, he told me he has conservative talking points, but then when you guys were asking questions, he didn't really respond. But he told me and I said, well, and that's when I was telling him more about you and how you're down there fighting city council and fighting Emperor Johnson as it relates to the illegal immigrant situation. And he said he's totally against it. So I was like, well,
he says did he say he's against Brandon Johnson?
He did not say that.
Mm-hmm.
He said the illegal immigration situation. So, so I don't know how he feels one way or another about Emperor Johnson.
Look at Ruby. She said, I wanted you to drop the link for me so she can entice me, Ruby. My sister over here starting up something.
Ruby, you never told me to send you the link, girl. I will if you ever tell me to. Hey, don't get her started. If you start me up. So now you got me singing the Stones. If you start me up, I've been running hot too.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah.
Michael.
Know them by their fruits.
Yes.
Check out that last video that I posted, everyone. Check it out because
I'm going to.
I exposed them demons, and those demons were coming out ratchet. They were getting heated. They started going off, and guess what? I don't back down.
Ruby, anytime you want to come on, you just do like Miss Prosperity. Just text me, send me the link, and I send it to her email. So just let me know. Okay.
Yeah, Ruby, come on, girl. Get Lanita too, my girls too, and get some of our brothers. I told you I wanted to have a group session with all of us on it. Everybody who want to come on, okay, Jeremiah, everybody.
Okay, hold on. Let's set it up because I'm out of school tomorrow and probably Tuesday too. So
okay, tomorrow I got court, so I won't be able to do tomorrow for sure.
Probably out of school Tuesday too because we're gonna get some more back. So this Monday or Tuesday is what we need.
Hey y'all, put it in the chat. Are y'all willing to come on and then give us some ideas? Like when?
Yeah, now Monday.
Florida, my other sister. Yeah, are y'all willing to come on? CJ, yes, my other brother. Are y'all willing to come on? Come on here and let's get this moving. Let's get this going. Let's light up the internet. Show them who they working with. My girl said yes. Yes.
Yeah. I need your to send you at the link. I will have to have your email, folks.
Sis, you want to drop the email in the chat of what they can send it to?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So they don't have to have it out in the public.
Yes. Okay, I'll drop it in here for you. All right.
Whenever you want, cause I'm snowed in Ohio. Okay, Sis Lanita.
Lanita snowed in.
Okay, girl, we got it dropping down here like it's cold too. But you know what? I ain't stopping the sister right here. I'm gonna still do what I got to do. I'm a cold weather person anyway. I hate the heat.
That's me. That's me. Love. This is my email.
Look at what Ferrari said.
Y'all have that man pee in his pants. I can't have that man up here with them women. Oh no. No, Greg, it's not limited. No. My email, LSIBERT@ymail.com. That's an L, not an I. If you send me an email, I will respond. If you do not hear from me, I did not get it. A lot of people think that's a capital I, but it is it's a lowercase l, LSIBERT@ymail.com. Ruby said, let's make it happen, but don't get the channel canceled. So what do you all want to do? Have a Google Meet or a Zoom and we just play some music and just talk?
Let's talk about, let's get a topics or so together and let's speak on topics. That's one way. That's that can help. And as a matter of fact, let me see if it'll let me join this
I want to try to get a call-in number. I've been checking into that so you guys can call into the show. Woo!
I'm trying to see if it's going to let me connect through the chat.
Okay. Okay, Jeremiah just sent me his email.
Making me go through all of this stuff just so I can get access. I gave you access already, StreamYard. What's up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm dropping our sister email right here in the chat.
Thank you.
There it is. Excuse me. Y'all see that email in there? You want to come on and join the party? Let's do this.
Yep. And like I said, I'm out of school tomorrow, and I'm probably out Tuesday too, because we're getting another blast of bad weather.
Yeah, at least reach out to our sis Rolynn and let her know. Hey, Baldwin Birds, what's up?
What's up? Oh, Baldwin's in here laughing too.
Yeah, drop your a message out to our sister and let her know you want to come on and let's get together and let's have a fun chat. Let's do this.
Yep. If you want to do a Zoom, now if we do a Zoom or a FaceTime, I can play music. We can have a ball. If we do YouTube, because of copyright stuff, we could just talk. So you have to.
Let's do Zoom. Let's do Zoom.
Okay.
And I'm still dropping her email out there in case some of y'all missed it.
Yeah. Well, that's an L, not an I.
That's an L.
My girl was supposed to send me an email 3 weeks ago. Okay, I just got one from Nikki. Nikki, I have yours. Okay, so let me send you a response. As soon as I get your emails, I'm sending you a response.
Me.
Okay. Anyone else?
Y'all got that? That's a capital L. I'm putting in a capital L on this next one.
Yeah, because a lot of people miss prosperity. They're like, I sent you an email. I'm like, honey, I didn't get it.
Well, y'all not gonna go wrong with this one. If you go wrong with this one, y'all got some talking to do, okay? Because I'm putting the whole link up in here. And I'm putting it in here over 10 times.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear no excuses when you say, oh, well, I wanted to be on there, but I didn't have the information. No, I ain't trying to hear that. Y'all don't play me.
Greg, yeah. You don't know. Hey, I just need prosperity to tell me to do because I don't want her to hit me upside my head. So you better listen to her. I'm just saying.
I'm really nice. I am really nice until you get that other side.
I do what I'm told, okay? I don't want that smoke. My girls, you were supposed to email me 3 years ago, and I'm still waiting. Anyone who emails me, you can ask Nikki. Nikki, did you get my response? I respond. If I don't respond, I did not get it. Charlie, you always emailing me. You're fine. Yeah, CJ is good. Okay, CJ's always sending me some album cover stuff because we love all the album covers. So I have CJ. I have Michael. She's in Chicago, holding it down.
I'm in Chicago, Michael. Right here. I'm native here for 6 decades plus. Check. Yes, I am, Michael.
Girl, send me an email now and I'll respond. Okay, Nikki has it, CJ, because we email all the time. But I would like to get together and have us talk and play some music.
Yeah, I mean, that would be good because then we can actually get to have a fun without just chatting. Let's talk to one another.
Yep. I wanted to do that. Call in, Lanita, I've been checking. And a content creator I follow, Law Nation, I need to ask him because he has like a call in. That's really what I want to do, really. So people can call in when I'm live.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That to me, I love as much interaction as possible. Okay, Ruby, I got Ruby. Ruby, yes.
All right, sis.
Okay, I got Ruby.
I got all these sisters and brothers out here. We are family.
I got all my sisters with me.
No.
Oh, man. Girl, that was the jam. Oh.
That's right. Let's connect.
Lanita, check into that. You're retired. Check into that. See what I can do. Those of you who are retired, help a sister out.
I'm retired too.
I know, but you had too much going on. I'm hoping. I can't ask you.
Let me put it this way. I'm retired from the corporate world.
Okay. You got too many court cases. You got a lot going on. You got your boots on the ground. Lanita, check into that for me, please. See how much I can get.
Oh, I got my boots on the ground. Yeah. Where those fans at? Wait a minute. Where those fans at?
Okay, there they are. Got it. Michael, send me an email. Jeremiah, did you get my email? Baldwin Birds, send me an email, Baldwin Birds?
Yeah, we don't want you waiting until, I forgot. No, do it now. I'm sending them out. I'm keep dropping this link. Okay. I'm dropping that email.
And Lanita, can you do that for me? Can you check into what I need to do to get a call-in number so you guys can call in when I'm live? Any little bit, anytime you guys can help me out, because like I said, some of these YouTubers, that's what they do, but I'm working, and so hey.
Okay, Michael put his in the chat instead.
Vegan att.net. Okay.
Vegan 60.
All right.
Got my boots on the ground. Where those fans at?
Right.
Where those fans at? I actually be out here stomping in the boots too. Dude. Michael, are you in Chicago? Where are you? Outside of Chicago? A blue city? Red? Cause I swear they ain't running me out. Them slave days gone. I ain't back in a couple of centuries ago where people were running and giving up stuff, fighting for mine.
Okay, Baldwin Birds. You just came through, Baldwin Birds. Okay.
Brick house.
And Baldwin Birds sent me a nice.
Okay. Okay, Michael.
Michael, he's good.
Yeah, Michael's in Louisville.
Look what Baldwin Bird sent me. Look. See the kitty?
Hey, I got some cat videos for y'all, and I'm telling you, these cats are wow.
You leave my kitty alone. I've had to get on here.
I'll be spending on Hey, Jeremiah.
Hey, sisters. Hey. Not much.
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Oh my God. CJ, I put the
Just
number
another
on.
night in Florida.
Yeah, you should not at 12 degrees down. I think we're supposed to be at 12 degrees tonight. So
Yeah, really.
how's it
Yeah.
Yeah,
going?
we at 10 degrees right now.
Woo! Jesus.
Oh
Let me see where we are right now.
no. Um.
That's why y'all see my stuff on, because I had just came from outside and I just hadn't taken it off
Oh,
yet.
we're at 34.
Plus, I'm in the colder part of the house too.
Oh my God.
I'm down in
Yeah.
the bottom on below the dirt level.
Hey,
You
it's
know.
snowing here now.
Hey,
It's snowing.
Prosperity. You know where Georgia is, right?
Yes.
Between Georgia and Florida, there's Jax, right? That's that's where
Yes.
I am. That's where I am.
Okay.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
uncle actually has a college named after him. He's deceased now, but he has a college down there in Atlanta,
Okay.
which is Alonzo Crim High School and the
Oh,
college.
okay. Cool.
So yeah, I went down there a few times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad's from Fort Benning, Georgia, and his father was from Augusta.
CJ,
Okay.
I put the
Yeah.
number, I post the number on the screen. You call in, and that's how it works, baby. He wanted to know
You
how.
got citizens. Citizen dropped his in there too. Citizen, didn't you contact us already through
Yeah.
email? She should have yours.
Have here, shouldn't I? I'm sure. Let me see. I'm sure I do.
Okay, he did drop it into the chat as
Okay.
well.
Okay, I got
Citizen
you.
King. He's not Kang. He's King in the email. 773 at yahoo.com. And this time he ain't gonna put his eyeball up in the screen. He gonna have his whole face up in there.
uh,
I can't with this. I can't. I cannot with this.
Listen,
but
sister, don't you say no.
Prosperity.
Yes.
I do want to say, something to you, Prosperity.
What's up?
Okay. I want to say that I was thinking that he was sounding like he was doing Democrat because like Trump did with why he wanted to be a Republican because he didn't want it felt like that, but then he kept going on the Democrat way, and that just made me not trust what he's saying. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that makes
You know,
sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to be Democrat or Republican because independents don't win, but it's another thing if you're doing it because you don't believe in the other party side. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You know?
And on top of that, that's why I talked about the rhino. Don't come up
Yeah.
in here playing. And that's why also the red states be telling the Democrats, yeah, you don't like your situation, but you want to come down here and change ours and bring your ways with
Right.
you.
They
Exactly.
leave their blue states that their failed voting policies created. Then they move. That's why Texas was
Oh
trying to
yeah.
turn. They leave. They destroy their states,
Oh yeah.
red state, and still vote blue. Make it make sense. Make it.
Right.
It
Right.
doesn't. It doesn't.
So
Because
That's why they tell them, don't bring your
I mean
ways down here.
you you know where I'm at. I just told y'all. So that's a blue city in a red state. And people keep forgetting that red states can have blue cities as well. It ain't always about the whole state
Right.
being blue.
That's
Because
true. That is so true.
Chicago is blue. Chicago is blue, and the state is blue only because of Chicago.
No,
There's a lot of
Jeremiah.
Republic. I know
Jeremiah. A
Republicans.
lot of Illinois is a red.
Right.
Chicago governs what happens to this state. And that's the reason why we got the
Right.
problems.
you got that right.
Right. You get what I'm saying, though, right? They they think that Illinois is blue because it's a blue state because it's Chicago, and it's like, yeah, Chicago is the only one city that's making it blue, but it's really a red state, as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's their ignorance. It's their not
There it is.
knowing, you know.
It's the
And
ignorance. You said it.
and my saying that was because I knew somebody from South Illinois that that worked where I was living, and they were like, "Yeah, we were Republicans, and the whole reason why the Democrats win is because of Chicago." You
Hey,
know?
yep. But let me answer Michael. Hey, Michael, that is true. But then he came to find out that what he thought that he was going to do, he ended up getting sucked in because he
Yeah.
found out that the truth was the truth about the
Yeah.
Republicans.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So even although he figured that to begin with, but look what how things turn around.
Right.
Right.
Right. Well, my girls, I did not receive your email, love. I'm still waiting, dear. Still
I
So
waiting.
thought I saw an email. No, my
yeah.
girl still sent an email. Oh, she didn't send it to you.
Yeah. It make
She
sure
put
Oh,
it in the chat. She,
she put it
okay.
where?
no, wait a minute. No, she didn't. My
No.
girls, did you?
Mm.
I don't think so. Because everyone that sends me an email, I have my email open. I'm responding to right now. LSIBERT.
Yeah, because we.
Yeah, Ymail.com. Okay.
No, I keep dropping your email in the chat. I done
Thank,
dropped it
Yeah.
now 20 something times.
thank you, sis.
I know, like Jeremiah, my girls, Ruby, y'all be
Yeah.
holding me down with my with my link, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Some
I
of
do my
you others do it too, so I'm not forgetting you all. I appreciate all of you all helping out every which way you do. I
Yeah.
yeah,
appreciate
I
you.
do my best.
Yeah. Miss
And
Prosperity.
I don't just support you though. I support Chicago Flips Red too.
Yeah, I know you do.
And and a lot of people, you know, when I was on your thing, I was like, well, "Are you with them?" And when I was on their thing, I was like, uh, talking about you, you know, because it's like
Uh-huh.
y'all need to be together because you're all on the same page, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we have history
Right.
from before, before they became Chicago Flip Red.
Okay. Um. Yeah, I get that. I just
All-
support y'all. I just support y'all because y'all doing good for the city you're in. You
Yeah,
know.
they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello,
Chicago.
Audrey. Let us know
It's
if you're
called
new here.
Chicago Flip Fred. What do you think? Anyways.
Trump forever. Yeah, thank you, Audrey. Let us know if you're new to the family so we can give you a nice, warm Rollins reviews. Welcome. Miss Prosperity, Jeremiah has been wanting to talk to you forever. He said, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay." So when you jumped in, he said, please send me the lines. I got you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. See, I don't scare everybody away from me.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know who I attract? Let me tell you who I attract. People who are strong. See, the
Yep.
weak can't
Right.
handle me. See, that's the difference.
Uh,
Hmm.
That's why my husband got me. Out of all the guys, my husband got me because although he's a quiet man, he's a strong man.
yeah,
Yeah.
you had to have strong.
He got to be strong to be around me. You got to
Right.
be.
Yeah.
Well,
No low
and
T males around
strength
you.
strength comes in good when you need it, but
Yes.
when it's like in karate and stuff, you learn that you don't use it when you don't, you know, you don't bully people with it. You
Yeah.
just you just use it for when you need it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, and when you need it, you need it. I've
Yeah,
seen the
you
videos.
yeah, you see he stands off to the side. He stands back. But if
Yeah,
he gotta
yeah,
jump in, it's
for real.
on.
Especially those people like that fake Black Panther and all them.
Okay?
You know,
Okay. He upped around and found out, didn't he?
no, for real.
Called him out. Shoot, I love. They called him. I mean, again, the Democrats using him, trying to get black people out here in the streets.
Yeah,
And Prosperity, did you see that video? All these people signing up to be Black Panthers. None of them were black. Make it make sense.
Wait a minute, sis. Wait, sis. Look at my face, because I know you're looking down.
Yes, ma'am. We've called this out forever. We've been calling this out. And
yeah,
they're doing everything. They can't get black people in the street. And they're not going to get us in the street because this is what we voted for. So they can forget that. But I'm like, this fake. I mean, black. I know you're not on. You may not be. Some of you may not be on TikTok and other social media like I am. Black people are clowning this guy. Oh,
for real, for real.
They are clowning, and I'm here for it. I'm just laughing,
saying, making it clear, this not our fight. Them illegals are not our fight.
For real.
Then he talking about we need to be out there and talking about people being lazy. Man, are you crazy? I'm not going out there. You see that man? One man lost a testicle. One man lost the eyeball. I need all my body parts. I don't need
the finger. Yeah, the officer lost the finger.
That was a new one.
I'm going to do a short on that. Yeah, and you know, Bonnie, I just got on Twitter. She's charging them for that. Yeah. And you're the first person to tell me about that. So I'll be up. And you know, as you can see, I'm uploading a lot of shorts. My shorts are really doing well.
I like that Maduro one you have with Trump. And, yeah.
Yeah.
What Michael wrote. Look what Michael wrote. Michael said, conservative. Wait a minute, it's jumping on me. I'm trying to get back to it now. Michael said, conservative women can only have alpha males. Otherwise, it will be a divorce. Look. Don't get me started.
Look what Ruby said. Look what Ruby said about the fake Black Panther leader, Julio Gonzalez P. Newton.
Where is it at? Where's Ruby? Oh, yeah. They was also calling him jalapeno.
They were saying that he is Puerto Rican. He's not black, but he's out here the head of the new Black Panther Party. Make it make sense.
So there was someone that came on my channel on TikTok and had left a statement about the Black Panthers. He said that Fred Hampton, Hampton Jr. was supposed to be the person who's the chairperson over in the Chicago. And I said, no, the one that's in Chicago calls himself Dr. Ali Muhammad.
Yep.
So
Ali Muhammad.
Yeah, Dr. Ali Muhammad. Now, when I went to Google Dr. Ali Muhammad, that blackface is not what showed up at first.
Okay.
It was a different person with a Dr. Ali Muhammad. So I wrote him back and said, no, Dr. Ali Muhammad is claiming it. I got the video. I got it firsthand. I recorded it. Yeah. That he's claiming he's the the national chairman of the Black Panthers.
Yep.
And then they took down my video. I had like 4,000 some views, but they took down my video on Newsbreak because I showed off of his webpage and I blocked the children's faces, but these kids are holding Glocks.
You said Newsbreak?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Newsbreak. I've never posted
that. I done told you several times how to do that.
All right. Okay. Hold on.
He's sitting up here ignoring me like my son be telling me that I be ignoring him. Mom, I told you that. Mom, I told you that. Well, I didn't hear you.
I know. I don't have to have an account. I haven't pulled up. Oh my god. You have to work with me.
You have to get the app. You got to get the app. You can't do it on the
Florida, laughing at you jumping on me.
Desktop
web browser.
Web browser, yeah.
Look at Florida.
Oh, shoot. Tell her, Florida. Tell her. God dang it, I'm older than her, and now I gotta keep reminding her. Telling her several times. This is how you do it, sis. This is how you do it, sis. This is how you do it, sis. This is how you do it. This is how you do it, sis. This is how you do it, sis. This is how you do it, sis. This is how you do it, sis.
Okay. So I guess Miss Rolynn's a teacher, but she's not good at being taught.
Whoa!
out here clowning me. No, go on, Jeremiah.
Boom, 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 boom.
I need to do better.
Yeah.
See, y'all, now this is just a sample. This is just a sample of the kind of fun you can have if we go on live.
Yep.
Think about it.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
do this.
I'm down for it.
I'm ready.
So
I'm ready.
What do you want me to do, Miss Prosperity? For the people that sent emails, you want me to send them the link? So, or do we set up a time now?
Well, we gonna have to set up a time.
Okay.
And everyone agree. And if you are, hopefully everyone is still on. What is a good day and time? Throw out some random thoughts.
Well,
Like a good day and time. Weekends, weekdays,
Okay.
evenings.
Well, I've been going to a Jehovah's Witness place, so, but otherwise I don't have any plans really,
Okay.
Okay, but when you go on, it's like day, night, weekends,
Well,
weekdays.
it depends on the day, like I think today's Sunday, so we went this morning,
Okay.
and this and Wednesday we go in around about 7 or 8 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
at night,
Okay, so okay, let me throw out an idea.
Do you want me to put
That
it
I
in the community tab? Because
let me throw out this idea. So in the morning I have court. So
Right.
since you're out of school tomorrow, sis, how about tomorrow evening, y'all? Can you do tomorrow evening?
Tomorrow
Weekday,
is
other
Monday.
for weekend, anytime after 4 p. Greg, okay, that's what we're thinking anyway. It's gonna be it's gonna be in the evening. So is tomorrow good in the evening, everyone?
I'm
Okay,
good with it.
CJ, we got you. I'm retired too, CJ.
hey,
That's what I told my husband.
shoot.
Well, I'm not retired. I'm on disability.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not retired. I'm on disability.
Yeah, tell him,
So
let that golden age come in. I'm telling you, I'm
yeah,
start cling, cling, send my money, send my
yeah,
send my
for real.
money, send my money. I done worked all these years. I want my money.
Yeah, I get that.
Until 67. I want it now.
I wish I
You
could
know what,
though.
sis? 67.
Yeah.
Do you know you make more retiring early than you do to wait? And I don't. It's only a difference of about $1,000-something. But see, think about the math for this.
Right.
From 62 to 67, that's 5-year span that you are collecting money before 67. And even when you talk to the professionals in finances, because I used to work in finance, when I did the math, I saw that you get more when you collect earlier. Because another thing too is that while you're still healthy, you want to be able to enjoy it too.
That's what I'm thinking about.
And we never know the day nor the hour that God is going to take us from this earth. So you might as well
Amen,
start collecting that
sister.
money.
I'm with you.
Amen, sister.
Anita,
I repeat that all the time. Everybody always saying about stuff, and it's like, yeah, well, you ain't promised the next breath,
You're not promised. You're
No.
right.
what Anita said. Sis,
Sure not.
she said, come to
What
find
Anita say? What's this say?
she said his middle name is Juan. He's a failed rapper, small time gangster, got kicked out of he was trying to call himself being a gangster in LA. They kicked him out. He's been locked up for a season and has shady shower pics taken down.
I'm trying to hold my lips from CJ because CJ say, Prosperity, what bank accounts are you hiding? LOL. Hey CJ, my husband asked the same questions.
No answer.
See, I was brought up a certain way. CJ.
Oh yeah.
Being an investor too. Working in finances, technology. That answers some of those questions, CJ.
For real.
Tijuana!
Water jumper is here.
Hey, Tijuana, we talking about getting together and going on a Zoom. So I'm busting out our sister's email here. So if you want to come on in the evening time, let's do this. Wait a minute. Prosperity, how many mason jars full of money do you have buried in the backyard that you're hiding from hubby?
CJ, you need to contact your husband because his private minds want to know.
CJ, they don't fit in mason jars. Boom.
Oh yeah.
Nah, baby. Wait. Nah, baby. See, I came up with the ching ching. Let me tell you. I told y'all that I started working before I was legal, right? Okay. I was doing entrepreneurship because my grandmother was an entrepreneur. So I learned early. She did slave labor on my A, okay? So I took that and turned it around for my good.
Well, and that has to do with your timing too, because
Exactly.
depending on the year you're talking about depends on when you were legally and illegally. You know, it's like it didn't matter back in the day. Yeah.
Jeremiah, I was only like 6 years old, boo. Okay.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So was Hank Williams Sr. when he was working on the streets in Montgomery and all. You know, so you know, but that was 1930s and 20s. You know,
Mine was the
yeah,
60s. I was in the
yeah.
60s.
You get what I'm saying, though. That's why I said it
I get
depends
what you're
on the
saying.
time. Yeah,
I get what you're saying. That's why I
history.
be telling people, don't let this face fool y'all. Don't
Yeah,
let it fool y'all. I've been around
right.
a hot minute.
Yeah,
Praise
for
the
real.
Lord.
History ain't always beautiful, but it's something we gotta learn and respect.
Right.
You know.
Prosperity will come home tomorrow and find a lot of holes in the backyard, and hubby won't know anything about it. You know what? Let me tell you a story, CJ. So, like when me and my husband we were dating each other, and I had given him access to my bank account. And when I did that, it was because I knew I can trust him. In case if I ever got in trouble, he needed to bail my out. That he had access to my money. Thank God, you know there's a God, because I ain't never been jailed.
Oh God. Yeah.
Wait a minute, am I too honest? Am I too honest?
I don't know. I might have you beat on that. People tell me I'm too honest all the time.
But yeah, I had given him access to my bank account, and he did not take a penny out of it, and we were dating each other. Now let me tell you, when we had our little separate time from each other, and he ended up finding over 10 grand of my money, and and I had hid it in a place where I forgot, but he found it.
Oh my God.
And he didn't take a dime of it. He brought it to my attention though. He said, "See, I could have took your money," and I said, "You could have got your egg knocked off."
Yeah.
So,
Oh my God.
Yeah, that reminds me of somebody I know. It reminds me of me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because my dad leaves money around all the time in our house, and I don't take it because it's his money. You
Yeah.
know,
I still
I was
can't find
raised up like
money.
that.
I literally don't know where I put some of it at. I cannot find it.
I
Different
guarantee
account.
you, I could.
No. It's several thousand. I don't know
Oh,
because I didn't need it. So that's
well, I
why
get
I
that.
forget. Now, if you need something, you're gonna
Yeah.
know where you put it.
Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
a mutual fund or
Well,
something?
if you don't remember where you put it, there's a 9 times out of 10 that you'll remember when you don't look for it.
You know what? And that's what happened, Jeremiah. I found it again and lost it again.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, I'm gonna put it where," because see, I'll be multitasking and
Mm-hmm.
forget. And then that's when I said, oh, I'm going to put it somewhere where I can remember. And why do I put it somewhere where I forget again? Because I did come across it. But here's the thing about how God works. Let me tell y'all, he's so, so good. When you really need something, that's when things appear before you.
Oh
He
yeah.
will show you where it's at.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's how it happened for me before. That's why I said I don't
Right.
worry about that kind of thing, because
Right.
he said, I will provide for all your needs according to your glorious,
Amen.
his glorious riches, which are in Christ Jesus. And God has never, ever failed me. When I had a need for anything, he's always come through. That's why I'm so bold as a lion about going out here and shouting it to the mountaintops and don't
Oh
care
yeah.
what a person thinks about it.
Well,
Oh,
it
yeah.
tells you in the Bible to do that, because even,
Exactly.
because even Jesus said to do that, because
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
who denied Jesus 3 times? You don't want to be that man.
That's
You want
right.
to be.
That's
You
right,
want
my
to
girls. That's
spread it.
true. And that's right,
You know.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
He will make it happen. That's why I
Yeah.
say I don't worry about it. I don't,
Yeah.
like I said, if the Lord end up taking me away from here today, tomorrow, whenever, and I
Right.
still have not touched any of that, they're gonna be set good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
They're
yeah.
gonna be set real good. Because
Yeah.
the word
Yeah.
tells you to leave an inheritance to your children's children.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Children's children. That means make it
Right.
enough
Oh, yeah.
where they gonna
Right.
be taken care of.
Oh, yeah.
So
Just
that's why I say
just make
I don't
sure it's
sweat over
done right,
money.
because remember, Jesus also talked to that rich guy and said that he needed to sell his stuff to go with
Yeah, to
him.
get through the eye of the needle, eye of the
Yeah.
camel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
It's
But
easier
that's
for the
someone who
camel.
worships money,
Yeah.
though, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I don't worship
Yeah.
money.
I'm
I
not
do not
saying you.
worship
I'm
money.
saying your
No, no, no,
children. Like
no. But I'm
it's
telling you, that's what
yeah.
happens when a person worships
Right.
money, chases
Right.
the money. I'm gonna tell you, I had left my whole paycheck. I had just
Right.
cashed my whole paycheck and left it in my wallet on top of
Right.
the car and walked away because I forgot when I was pulling our daughter out the car and putting her in the car seat. And not the car seat, but the buggy, the stroller,
Right.
and
Oh,
getting
Oh
ready to
yeah.
go into the mall. So now we in the mall. I'm getting ready to pay for something and realize I don't have my wallet.
woo!
So
Oh.
my husband, I'm gonna tell y'all this story. My husband did a mad dash to go out there to the car to find my wallet. My wallet was gone, but
Right.
when I got out there, the car doors were wide open. We had a luxury car, his very first
Ooh.
luxury car that he ever got in his whole life. We had just purchased that car. He left all the car doors open. Open, not
Wow.
unlock, open.
Oh
Because he did not
wow.
pay attention because of that paycheck. And I ringed him a new butthole about that
Oh, I
paycheck ain't
bet.
worth this car. So
Yeah,
and we
for
weren't
real.
even near home. We were out of town. So add that
No,
to the mix.
Yep.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying that, because you never know the future, and kids could get pretty bratish if you allow it. And you never
Mm-hmm.
know, what they
But
do with that money. Is what I'm
right.
saying.
Ruby
Yeah.
Right,
said,
but see, when you raise them on how to
Yeah.
value it, then that's
Right.
when they know what to do. See,
Well, exactly.
I taught all of my children about OPM. Do y'all
Oh,
know what OPM is? Drop it in the chat if you know what OPM is.
look
I
what
missed
Ruby
the memo.
says.
Ruby said, I don't have any children, so I'm spending all of my money before I get out of here. That's fine.
Ruby,
Because that's not an inheritance. You have no one to leave it to, so it's for you.
Ruby, we need to travel together because I don't have anyone to live. I'll leave it to some cat sanctuaries or something. But
Well, I've told y'all my age, and I've never been married or have any kids. So I
yeah,
Hey, and Michael, that's what I told Brandon Johnson.
yeah.
What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and to lose your soul? See, when a person
Yeah.
lives for the almighty dollar, that is losing of their soul. Because, see,
Yeah.
you can attract money to you. Money can be attracted to you if you know how to call money. And money, there's a scripture in the Bible that says money
Yeah.
cometh now. Only thing you
Right.
got to say is those words. And it stopped coming. That's why I said that God said that you are not to be ashamed or embarrassed or any of that because of what he does for you. You don't have to make yourself to be made lowly because someone else did not want to follow God and follow
Right.
his word in order to have wealth and riches that are in my house and his righteousness endures forever. That's scripture. That's scripture.
Hmm.
And if he says that this can happen, it can happen. His promises are yea and amen. Oh,
Yeah.
y'all want to go? Look, y'all, we get
Amen.
on this chat. Let's get on this chat. I'll break it down for you.
Hey, and
Yeah.
don't forget prosperity. That there's plenty of people that muddle this, but the love of money is the root of all evil.
That's it. That's why I
Yeah.
said you don't go chasing money and
Right.
selling yourself out for money.
Right.
You don't do that. Your
Yeah.
blessings come from God. He's the
Hmm.
one that can raise up one and lower a number, lower
Oh yeah.
another. Psalm 76 or is it 67? I know it's one of them
Yeah.
Psalms. Okay.
I always forget something or other, but
Lanita,
I know some
Lanita,
scripture too, but I forget the scripture's name and number.
make sure
But
you're
yeah.
using the lowercase L if you because I haven't
Quote
received.
quote the word. I dropped it in the chat again. Hey Jeremiah, it's
Yeah.
all about quoting the word because Jesus didn't quote
Yeah.
chapters and scriptures. Jesus
Right.
quoted the word. Okay. So we can
Right.
go and quote a chapter in the scripture all day long, but let's talk about the
Well,
word
well,
itself.
I'm not saying just the scripture and the and all that. I'm saying the word as well. I'm
Yes.
saying you say the word, but you don't say the chapter and verse that is in the book. Then you might as well be lying too, because that's how the devil gets you as well. Is because he knows the Bible too. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. The devil goes to church.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
The devil knows the word more than we knew the
Yeah.
word.
yeah.
Yep.
That's how he knew how to play on the word with people and
Right.
deceive people.
Oh yeah.
I mean, why do you think atheists
You
know the
too,
word of
Ruby.
God? You know, it's like whenever you're talking to atheists and they're like, "Well, you're a Christian, you should believe this," and it's like, "How you know what I should believe?" You know,
Mm-hmm.
because they're following Satan in essence because they know the word of God because you know they at least they think they do. They really don't, because I mean,
True,
even
Michael.
you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you
Mm-hmm.
get what I mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's right, Michael. Don't add or take away from it.
That's
State
right.
it,
Oh
state it
yeah,
as it say.
Lord
Some
amen.
knows.
people like to take it and twist it all up for their own
Oh
purposes.
yeah,
And Michael, that's another thing too that we don't talk a lot about, but I do a lot of repentance because I
right.
know I fall short. I know I fall short because this world angers me and a lot of things that I see and deal with.
Hmm.
So I know I have to get myself back on track and I have to just word it up and
Yeah.
repent.
Oh
That
yeah.
is very critical.
Oh yeah. And a lot of people don't realize that you also have to meditate, because meditation is you listening to God, while prayer is Him listening to you. You know.
Mm-hmm. And let
You
me tell
know.
you how, see, God comes to us in all various ways.
Oh yeah.
And let me tell you the funny part about how he deals with me at times. It's been most of the time when he was showing me visions. Is when
Oh
I'm in
yeah.
the midst of doing something and I'm busy doing something that he'll stop me
Right.
right in my tracks. And I'll be like,
Mm.
wow, wow. Because people say you got to sit still, and listen to the
Yeah.
still small voice. God like to come at me, daughter. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, Lord.
Oh Lord.
And
Yeah,
that's
for
when he
real.
gets my attention. And
Yeah.
that's when
Yeah.
I know what I'm supposed to be doing and my discernment.
Well,
Just
I
like when I
mean,
talk about, that's why I talk about discernment.
he
That's
he did
very
the same thing with that other dude, Jonah. You know, he
yeah.
didn't want to go to do what God told him to do, so he went the opposite way and caused a boat to have a crash. have a storm on it, and they're like, "What do we do?" And he's like, "Well, throw me overboard." And then the storm ceased when he was thrown overboard. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because because
Yes.
All
because
right.
he
You
yeah.
want to give us a parting shot, sis?
All that talking I've been doing was my pardon.
Ooh, hey, we're going on hour 4. We're
Ooh,
2:49
Hey,
in.
what
Woo!
was the longest you ever been on here?
Probably 5 or 6 hours of doing the live streams with the protests at the Broadview. As we see, how you doing, Law Dog?
oh,
Next time we do those
oh
live,
yeah,
those
and
those.
if we're gonna leave at least one more thing, prosperity, I would come to Chicago. I can't afford to, but if I was able to, I would come. Only at the current state with you and with the Sisters of Flip Chicago Red, or
Mm-hmm.
without y'all, if it became a nicer city and I could walk without getting shot. You know, what I'm saying
Look, this is why I plead the blood of Jesus over us,
yeah,
okay?
yeah,
The blood, the blood.
right.
Now, I don't live in one of those because it again, each area has its own
Oh
type
yeah,
of crimes and so forth. So it's
right,
not all the same throughout the city of Chicago.
right. Of course,
That's
yeah.
what people are made to believe when the news get told to you.
Oh yeah,
But there's those goods and then there's those low areas, okay?
right. Like
So
South
you
Side
have some that are
Chicago.
the wealthier. Well, there's some spots on the south side too down that is
Okay,
good. That's why I say
okay,
they're pockets. That's what we call them
okay,
here. We call them pockets. This
okay.
pocket has, where you can feel a little more safer. That pocket over there, now you
Right.
want to stay away from that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's different pockets in Chicago. It's not all the same. And
You
that's
know
just like
why?
almost in any major city. There's going to be those
Yeah.
good pockets. Just like when I went to New York
Right.
and I was by myself and I traveled down to the Bronx. But what also I did is I fit
Oh,
in with the people in the Bronx.
Yeah.
So that way they wouldn't look at me as
right,
some visitor and try anything with me.
right,
So you
Yeah.
just got to know how to fit in.
All
right.
right. Sincere.
And I wanted to go to New York too. I wanted to go in our conversation to New York as well because of the fact that the only reason why I don't want to go to New York is because of what I've heard about New York. Uh, um,
I
Jam
walk the
Master Jay
streets.
getting shot.
Yeah, I walk the
Ja-
streets of New York at
yeah,
nighttime. I
yeah,
have gone from Upper Manhattan on down to the
yeah,
Bronx, over there where they had that where they do where the blacks generally go. Where y'all the Apollo? I went over
right,
there, and I wasn't fearful. I
Yeah.
right.
wasn't fearful at all when I was there because I felt protected.
Now that's the only good news I know of Chicago is when Buddy Holly went to the Apollo Theater and you
Yeah.
know. But other than that, I know Hank Williams went up to New York and had to deal with a guy trying to say something about his father figure type person, his
Hmm.
publisher. And so he hung up on the phone with him because he's like, I don't take that kind of junk.
Yeah.
But but then Jam Master Jay got shot and other things,
Yeah.
and it's and my dad's been in New York, so I based on him too. So
Okay,
and
Yeah,
Gina,
my
I
girls.
from New
yeah,
York. Oh yeah.
My
I
yeah,
would never live in New York again, but when I lived
yeah.
there, I loved it. But now forget it. All right,
Yeah,
we're gonna be
yeah,
and
Gina.
if I go anywhere, I would want to go with someone that knew, like
of
you,
course.
both of y'all, y'all been there. I haven't, and it's like going to Louisiana. I would want to go with somebody that knows the stuff, so I don't get poisoned by the food, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey Gina, that's what I did. I stayed in Manhattan, but I
Right.
also stayed in Jersey, and I'll take the train into Manhattan because it was cheaper
Uh,
to stay in Jersey and have a bigger
oh,
room than in Manhattan to have a closet.
Yeah.
you know.
Big difference.
We're going to get off from here now.
All right.
I enjoyed all of you. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking we check the community tab. I'll leave a message there to see. So I'll try to come on and see if people want to do it. Maybe I'll jump on live and see if people want to jump on.
Are we talking tomorrow evening?
Yes, ma'am. I guess 6:30. I'll jump on and see if people want to do
okay.
it. And then
okay.
And we will we can do that. Okay, how's that?
Sounds like a
good
plan
to me.
All right. Well, we're gonna.
All right, y'all.
We at 4 hours. Thank you.
Hugs and kisses.
Now, if you wait a minute, if you don't hear from me tomorrow,
Michael, you can drop that noise. Brandon ain't coming back in. He wasn't supposed to be in there in the first place. Right. I ain't never vote for the bleep bleep bleep, and he ain't coming back. And as a matter of fact, another word that he has said, I apologize, sis, but I want to get this last thing. You know, can I say one more thing, sis? Like that, you let that man ask all them questions.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Michael. I got a word from Michael. So Michael, also, when Brandon was asked if he's getting prepared for the next race, he said, I'm focusing on the next year and what I need to do. And he knew what that meant. He knew exactly what that meant because he's not going to get back in that seat. You ain't going to cheat this time to get back in, Bo. You ain't cheating. So that's what I got to say.
Listen, let me say this before I forget. So far, so good. I don't have power loss. I don't have internet loss. If I don't get on tomorrow, you will know I have lost or I have lost internet. Right now, the snow just started, so I got to go fix some things up here and get my water. It's below 30, I think, so I got to go get my water going. I don't want my pipes to freeze.
Be safe, Miss Rolynn.
You too, but if I'm not on, you know it's weather related. But as long as I have power and internet, I will be back on tomorrow about 6:30 to see if you guys want to jump on and do a Zoom or Google Meet. Okay?
I thought we was going to try to do the Zoom tomorrow. Are we going to get?
I'm going to jump on the YouTube first to get everybody to see. Hey, are you ready? Make sure everybody has the
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, I'd be already going to tell you right now that I would be ready because.
Okay, you'll be fine. But I wanted to let everyone know because the weather is starting.
Well, And
if you don't see me, you know it's weather related. But thank God I'm here today, and I hope and pray. I've been praying, God. I live in the woods. I don't want to lose. I lose electricity. Hotel. I got to get in on these bad streets and go to a hotel because it's too cold to be in the house without heat.
Oh yeah.
But if nothing happens and I don't lose electricity and I don't lose internet, I will try to jump on about 6:30 tomorrow and see if you guys want to go ahead move forward with the Zoom call. Okay.
Okay. And CJ, just download the Zoom app and then set yourself up an account. Then when we go on, you'll have a link to click on and you'll be ready to go in on the live Zoom. Yeah, so download Zoom and then set yourself up an account. It's free. You don't have to pay for a Zoom.
If you're on a laptop, you can just click on the Zoom link and you can go through your browser. It just depends on okay?
Yeah, you can also do it on your phone too, but you
can do it either way.
Yeah.
What I'll do is jump on here, see who wants to do it, and then we can leave here and go to the Zoom.
Yes, P. Greg. Yes, Gina. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Love yous.
All right. Love you too.
Love you. Be safe. And I hope to be here with you tomorrow. I hope and pray. I'll be here as long as I keep power and internet.
Hey, God willing. Praise the Lord.
I got one. If the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're coming to talk to you.
All right. Later, y'all.
Thank you.
Later, Neem.